Stand out.
What's going on, everybody? Salt Lodge episode 4. We got everybody from the previous episodes all together this time to have a nice, fun discussion as usual. I'm your host, Super J64. You can find me Super_J64. Whatever you want to do, just type in Super J. Don't forget the 64. We got Tendo across the table. He's beside me. What's going on? We call him Tendo Pinatella, Tendo Todoroki, Tendo Yamaguchi, whatever. Or you can find him Tendo Guy, a Super Tendo on Instagram. What's going on, Tendo?
He's lying, but yeah. Hey guys, how you doing?
And also today at the same time, we got the OG CorporalPunishr. What's going on, Corporal boy?
What's good? What's good? How y'all doing? What's good?
The Corporal is the man. I got Corporal.
I want to be like him when I grow up.
And we got LoXus returning again. What's going on, LoXus? What's going on, Player Pimp?
Shorty, we're back with another. Let me stop. I'm just kidding. How you guys doing, man? LoXus here. You know what I'm saying? You know, I peeped the game. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to be like Corporal Sensei. You know?
Oh my God, no! Stop it.
Hey, so when he first did the introduction thing, I was like, man, I don't do no daggone introduction. What's wrong with you? I'm trying to be like everybody else. Man, that's one kind of catchy, man. We are. Does anybody else do that?
Not that I know of now.
Any other streamer, YouTuber, or anybody you've seen do that? And we, I know Creparian, he be like, what's up, guys? Creparian here.
Yeah.
I hope you don't say it like that.
I mean, you got some other people that like they kind of just Zero, he'd be like a lot of you were asking.
I know a lot of you were wondering.
Nobody been wondering. Ain't nobody asked you nothing, dog. Yeah, so that's a cool catchphrase, though, man. We are back.
No, it's and we are back.
And we are. Hey, when Corporal do it, his head slide all the way back and his finger go forward. Like he about we are back. Oh, snap.
It's all in the wrist, man. Like it's powerful.
Yeah, bro, like he wrist, like it's whoosh. Oh,
like whiplash.
Yeah, man, I gotta point the finger and we are back.
You see how the finger got so close to the camera, boy? Like, dang, like he just poking. Pay attention.
Yeah, man.
That's how teachers need to get attention to kids, man. When
oh no,
we are done. Turn your test over. Get ready. Oh man.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about a couple topics today. We're gonna brush up on game. I'm not even gonna say them all. I'm just gonna go. We're gonna slide into it. So we talked last week a little bit about COVID and how things gonna be afterwards. You know, maybe it's gonna die down soon. Boy, I was wrong. Boy, y'all seen them numbers? Rising, son. Here in Florence, South Carolina, and other spots of South Carolina, man, it's getting insane. I've seen a lot of people try to have events trying to get like back into having like tournaments and stuff like that, but I don't think now's the time, man. It's pretty bad. Pretty not a good time. I think we should stick to online events and things of that sort right now because it's just too soon. It's just too soon. Like nobody wants to wear their mask. Everybody's still touching each other controllers, not bringing their own controller, BYOC. It's just not a good time. So I really think that everybody should just calm the hell down, stick to online tournaments, stick to online gameplay, and just get used to it. Get better internet, get Ethernet adapters for your Nintendo Switches. Make sure your router's up to date. Don't get no little trashy router. Walmart dial-up is no longer accessible. 100 megs up. No, 100. If you can get 100 megs up, probably 100 down, at least 20 up. Like we gotta evolve, man. I don't think we need to do local play, like at least not right now, man, until everything kind of settles down. I don't know how y'all boys feel about that, but that's just how I feel. How you feel about it?
I love staying at home.
I love staying at home too. I love gaming at home, dude. Like we game so much online now, it's crazy. Like we got y'all don't understand. Like it's. Like, okay, so when I go to Georgia and I see LoXus and Corporal, back in the day, I'm like, yeah, we got to sit down and game. Man, I don't even care. Like, dude, we can do the same stuff at home. Like, it don't even matter. I'd rather go out and eat with y'all or do things I can't do that, you know, gaming-wise, because we got, like, Parsec and Discord and other things online. It's like, why even sit and game when we can just do that some other time? I mean, it's cool, but I don't think it's a necessity, you know? I haven't felt like a drought, like in regards to my gaming atmosphere, because I'm just getting into more stuff. I'm playing more for Honor or Hearthstone, all kind of games. So, how y'all gentlemen feel about that? Do y'all agree with me or y'all disagree?
How do you, Corporal?
Yeah, cool.
Okay, that's me. Okay, yeah. Nah, I definitely agree, dude. I think part of the problem when it comes to this is we're not enforcing masks. I feel like they took away the whole enforcement on masks in Georgia, and even like in the school systems and everything. Like you don't have to wear masks anymore. Like, so that's no longer a thing. And
Wait.
Yeah.
They say no longer in Georgia either.
Yeah, you don't have to wear masks. If I'm not mistaken, Kemp is not even gonna, and he's not gonna enforce that. He's not trying to enforce that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the school system and everything, dude. Like yeah.
Have y'all numbers been spiking up school wise? Because it's been like that over here too. Like kids getting sick day one.
That I don't know, but I know in Gainesville city schools, for example, it used to be a thing to where if a kid was like sick, like just regularly sick, they put them in the sick room. Well, they ain't doing that no more. if the kid is sick, he'll be fine. Just put him in the back of class. Everything's fine. I'm just like, bro, it's COVID, and you're gonna let a sick kid be in the classroom with all the other kids. Okay, yeah, that's smart. You're like, what? No, stop it. So I mean, you got stuff like that, and people not, like you said, people not wearing masks, and some people in the gaming community not taking showers. Like it's just like it's not good though. It's not good. Like stay at home, like you said, stay at home, get better internet. You know what I'm saying? Like and use Ethernet, and you good. Like you good.
They even recommended when COVID first started, and I'm not gonna say I did this all the time, but they said when you go out and you're out in public, you're supposed to strip naked when you get home and immediately put your clothes and wash them and take a shower. I would do that if I was out like in the mall or something like that. I would come home and probably take a shower. But if I went to my mailbox or like the gas station, I went to the pump and they didn't have a lot of interaction, I probably wouldn't do it. I still probably take my clothes off, but I wouldn't necessarily take a shower every single time I go outside. But yeah, man, people got to wash.
Yeah, I mean, I take my clothes out when I get in the house anyway, just to be comfortable. So I was already kind of doing that. But as far as washing my clothes, I don't have to wash in the dryer. I got to go to the laundromat. So I'm not finna take my clothes off, throw them in the dirty clothes every single time I go out and wash. That's a lot of money. We ain't doing that. So what I used to do was spray my clothes down with Lysol spray, like hang it up and then spray it down with Lysol spray. Is what I used to do. I don't do that anymore now because I don't really go anywhere nowadays. So it's just like it's fine,
I think there's more sanitary than what most people would do. So I commend you, Punisher, man.
And I forgot who I was talking to about this earlier, man. A lot of, if they even try to host these local events for gaming and stuff like that, nobody does a perfect job of it. Not saying that we do the best job. Like when we had our event at Soleil Cafe, and everybody had separate mics. We wiped them down. We had hand sanitizer. We had soap and water in the back. All this other stuff. We had the table separated. All that stuff. Dude, I went to so many different venues. I ain't gonna call no names at the venues, but everybody need to be sure to check their soap dispensers because I would go in there and there would be no soap.
No soap.
Cool. I'm gonna scald my hand with hot water and I'm gonna go to the front desk. Hey, you need some soap. Give me some now so I can go back and wash my hands again. I've seen so many people go in there like during the tournament, sharing controllers, going in there peeing. You don't hear no water running. Ain't no soap in there, so I don't know how they cleaning themselves. And they come back out playing the tournament again, dapping each other up. Like, yo, like no, can I see your phone? Hell no. Like it's just everybody. They just asking to get sick, man. Like nobody's washing their hands. Nobody's taking proper precautions. So yeah, the local gaming scene, I don't think like this. It's not gonna happen. So at least it's not safe. People can try and they can, but everybody's not gonna follow that procedure. Like I wash my hands before and after I piss. God dang it. I respect myself. I'm never touching my junk with dirty hands. Other people don't care.
I see what you're doing. Yeah. LoXus, how you feel about this?
How you feel about that? Yo, this is open discussion too. Y'all can butt in at any time. You ain't got to wait, boy. Yeah, say what you want to say.
Speak your mind.
What's the original topic again?
Professor LoXus. I'm gonna start calling you Professor LoXus.
Professor LoXus. Pro LoXus.
Why?
We was just saying like COVID during gaming and stuff why is it better to be at home instead of trying to force yourself to be outside? Like,
So first of all, I agree with your statement about there's so many different ways for us to interact and play video games outside of physical means now. Like technology has just improved so much. We went from just being like just having crappy Wi-Fi to like now there's still crappy Wi-Fi, but we have Ethernet connections. We have things like Parsec now, so we can play emulators together. Like, I mean, in some cases, like you said, like if we want to have a game night, we don't even have to meet up anymore like we used to. You know what I'm saying? We can just get online, get on Parsec, hook up and play, you know? So it's like, so many different communities are so gung-ho about getting back into what they had before. And I understand that because, you know, a lot of venues, livelihood was on, you know what I'm saying, running those tournaments and doing things, but you got to consider the health of everybody else first. You're just gonna have to, you know, probably just do something else. I don't know, or like do like some of these. I know there's some tournaments, what they're doing is they'll host tournaments and they'll have like a pot open and then like viewers can actually put into the pot, you know, via donations and everything. And then the venue and then the players get, you know, a piece of that or whatever. And that's how they're keeping some places open. And I know people hate Wi-Fi and stuff like that, but you know, you got to keep you have to prioritize safety first over everything else. That's how I feel.
Yeah. It shouldn't even be Wi-Fi no more. It should be all Ethernet. Prioritize Ethernet.
I'm saying.
Prioritize Ethernet.
Like them things, the Ethernet adapters, especially for like Switch, like Nintendo, because I think they're the only console that doesn't have an Ethernet adapter that comes with, which is very, very sad.
The OLED's coming out with one.
The OLED will dope.
Yeah, it shouldn't take a second.
You right?
The next step to you get what I'm like? What?
No, you're right.
Other consoles have been coming out with Ethernet ports on their junk since like PS3 had one. Even Dreamcast had like a
PlayStation 2 had one, dog.
PlayStation 2 really?
Yeah.
I think the Dreamcast had one too. If you didn't just say that.
Yeah, but I don't know if it was the
GameCube
dollar
too.
one or Ethernet. I can't remember. GameCube had like an adapter for it too, but you know, it didn't come with it. But
GameCube had adapters for everything.
I think Xbox had one too. Yeah, like Nintendo
the
so
GameCube was
late.
like a military system, bro.
But wait, didn't the Wii U have an Ethernet adapter? No, it didn't. It was all USB. Dang.
Because you could bring your Wii U's adapter over to the Switch. Actually,
No, we didn't have one either. Come on, Nintendo, man. Y'all tripping. They tripping hard. But yeah, we definitely need to. Everybody need to chill out, stay home. We got our mask on today, me and Nintendo, just to kind of hold it down, mask wise. Nice mask though, Nintendo.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got on the mask right now.
I do.
Oh, whatever you want to call that.
Oh,
what does that even say?
I forgot it was on.
What does that say? What does that
What does it
kanji
say?
Yeah.
This is the symbol
Really?
of Master Roshi.
And what does it mean? What does it say?
It's I can't tell you exactly what it says.
I thought it was
I
like,
believe it's like Turtle Hermit
I thought
School.
I thought it was Turtle something.
The Turtle Hermit School, if I'm not mistaken.
School.
I feel like the oddball now, no mask.
What you say?
I said I feel like the oddball with no mask.
Chill, man.
Your mask down. You gotta put your shirt over your mouth.
You safe, man. You good, boy.
It's good.
CP.
Hey man, but yeah, one thing LoXus wanted to bring up too, man. He wanted to, so we're gonna this topic is gonna branch on to another one. So now, other than all the COVID stuff, y'all boys just wash your hands and wipe your ass.
So it's a tree.
Huh?
So it's a tree. It's gonna branch on to something.
Yeah, we're
else.
gonna branch on something else.
Oh,
Well, we didn't. So we brought Corporal on about an episode or two ago. We got into so many other topics that we didn't even ask Corporal how he got into gaming. So we're gonna reflect today, and we want all y'all to go back down memory lane and just like, what made you want to pick up video games in the first place? Like, look at you just this nice, cool looking, strong fella, man. You could have been on the Seattle Seahawks or something, doing something else with your life, man.
Not the
You
Seahawks.
playing games,
Right.
making money at home, being rich, just
could
chilling.
have been at home making movies.
Yeah,
You
man,
know.
he put a lot of time into his games, man. What inspired you to be as awesome as you are, Corporal? What made you choose the path of having video games one of your favorite pastimes, man?
Talk to the people.
Talk to the people.
From what I can remember, when I was a kid, I used to go to my auntie and uncle house all the time, and they had a Sega Genesis. So they had like Sonic and all that stuff. So I would go there and just play like Sonic and games like that over there. And if it wasn't working, I guess I was trying to fix it with the wires and all that stuff. And my auntie actually thought I was gonna be like an engineer or something, but you know that didn't happen. But you know, well technically that didn't happen. But yeah, so that's kind of how I got into gaming. Like my step nephew or whatever you want to call him. He had the Super Nintendo. He had like Power Rangers and all that stuff. So we used to play Power Rangers together. We played SmackDown together.
Wait, on Sega Genesis?
No.
I'm about to say,
Power Rangers on Super Nintendo. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers on Super Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
SmackDown was on PlayStation 1, like first PlayStation. We also played like games on the N64 and stuff like that. But just growing up, I had my own 64. Funny enough, my dad bought the Nintendo 64, but no games. So I had no games. Yeah.
Hold on. Hey, I hate to have to roast you. So your father said, "Yo, enjoy." Walked away thinking he was done. You open up the box and you plug it up, and you like, why is it not working? Is that how it went?
That's not how it went, dog.
No, my dad can tell during a game in a 64. It's like there's a literal thing on the top, so like you can tell when there ain't nothing in there.
Yeah, right. That didn't happen that way. But my dad was so big on like games or like couch potato stuff. So like he really didn't want to buy me like video games and stuff, but he ended up buying me a 64, but didn't buy the games. So my stepdad and my mom are the ones who bought me all the games that I had.
I'm gonna give this boy a car. I ain't put no gas in it.
Yo, I'm gonna get this man shoes without the shoes.
You say you want 64. You ain't say you want no games with it.
You don't need.
I can't even imagine that, man. Like, I got you to do Dreamcast. And like, oh man, you open that thing, all you see is the menus.
Yeah,
that man got the bike without the wheels, bro. That's
this guy. But yeah, I played games like WCW versus NWO, NWO No Mercy. I had GoldenEye, beat everybody in my neighborhood. Grown-ups included, so freaking Smash Bros.
Okay.
I used to play Diddy Kong Racing, snowboard.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Snowboard.
You did not play Diddy Kong Racing.
I did Diddy Kong Racing. Snowboard. Whatever. Anyway, snowboard.
You turned it on, but you ain't played it.
I played it. Snowboard.
You ain't played it.
I played it.
Give me on the sticks.
Bro, he didn't even have a game at first. You don't think he played that game? He got it? He had games in his system at first. Of course he played that junk. What you mean?
I have snowboarding kids. Freaking
That's my jump.
Zelda. I didn't play Ocarina of Time. I played Majora's Mask. That's the one I actually owned.
Wait, you didn't play Ocarina of Time?
I played it like later on in life when I got older. But back then I didn't actually have that game.
Back in the day.
And how I got onto Zelda was because of my brother on my dad's side. He actually had Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. And he had Legend of Legaia as well, which is my favorite RPG of all time. But yeah. But I mean, that's essentially how I got into gaming, man.
What was your first 64 game? Since you didn't have one at first.
First 64. Dang, that's a
I know
good
you was
question.
happy with that thing.
Feel like,
you probably ran home and slammed that thing in there. Yes, finally.
I feel like it was GoldenEye. I used to play the single player on there all the time. I feel like it was GoldenEye. Yeah.
Hey, as a kid, I didn't know what the hell I was doing on GoldenEye. Like the missions, I was just shooting everybody. And I'm like, why would I kill her? It ends. I started reading like, oh, you gotta follow the instructions. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that game was fun, but then you try to put on the hard difficulty and you die like one shot. It's like, oh, okay. This is hard.
You ever seen a speed run for GoldenEye?
No, never.
So you should watch that. The way those speed runs work is insane. So it's like certain tricks to where they don't even look. Like it lags. They save a second by not even looking up. They look at the ground the whole time. And sometimes the enemies move because you visualize or see them with the camera. So as long as you don't look that way, you don't even have to see them. So most of the speed runs just them looking down, shooting rockets and slide across the ground. You bang, bang, bang. I'm telling you.
I bet it sounds just like that too.
I promise you.
I hope
I think I'm playing, but I'm not.
That's crazy. So wait, they're not shooting any enemies at all. They're just running, looking at the ground.
Mostly shooting at the ground the whole time on a lot of missions. They just looking, shooting at the ground. They probably turn around, slap an enemy, move. Like they just don't care. They ignore a lot of the stuff because the enemies in that game shoot really, really slow. The reason we thought that we had to shoot them all was because when you walk in there, they would shoot. But like a lot of the things, even the little machine gun on that has like a startup rev time, you can literally just walk through the room and it won't even hit you. You can run through that game like it's nothing.
So I guess that game had like if you're looking at it, it knows that it's time.
Yeah, if you stand there and take your time and let them shoot you, yeah. But if you just run past them, you're straight.
Shout out to GoldenEye, man.
Shout out to GoldenEye.
Yeah, that was a great game, man.
Drop bomb GoldenEye.
Shout out to 007. I don't know what
You know, everybody thinks that they're a GoldenEye warrior. When you bring up 007 in general, everybody think that they can beat your tail. I hate that, man. Everybody,
Man, that was so fire beat on my little.
What you say,
brother.
bro?
What do you mean?
Yeah,
I mean,
so-
it depends on what weapons you put on. The only thing that I remember playing was the
you better not say slappers only.
no.
Slappers only was so fun.
Yo, RCP 90 was the only mode that I played.
Oh, really? The little machine gun? That's what you've been doing the whole
I
time.
mean, it's
I
not.
hope the machine gun
Praying
didn't
and
sound like that.
Slappers only odd job. Yo, odd job was broke. Corporal probably been using odd job.
Our job was broke.
The little
Wait,
short.
what's it? Oh yeah, dude.
Because in that
Oh,
game,
forget the odd job. Boris though. Boris, that's Boris. And what is his name? The dude with the glasses with the orange.
oh
shirt?
yeah.
That dude, that's the fastest character in the game, dog. You ain't catching him, bro.
James Bond is not
That
trained
dude
to
be
murder
gone.
children.
He's not. Yeah, because so the way it worked was they had the character boxes bound to the actual character size. Odd job was the smallest person. So usually everybody's standing up. When you come around the corner, odd job is below your aim point. So you have to stop and aim down. By the time you do that, odd job already shooting you in your nuts and you hitting the ground. Like it was very unfair.
Well,
He
in
was
that
banned
game,
from a lot of tournaments, I believe.
Yeah, he was a literal ball buster. I like that guy.
but in that game, they had a real heavy aim assist, if I remember correctly. So the controller, the gun would automatically aim at him without you having to do anything, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, but
right?
think about it. Like it has to come down first. With him, he just pressed the button, so he gets it first every time.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So if y'all have the same gun and odd job comes around the corner, he's gonna beat you 9 times out of 10. Sometimes, what was that thing that was on there? It was what was the golden gun? So you play like one of those. Like just imagine doing that at the same time. Odd job gonna hit you every time.
Yeah. Unless you got Boris. Boris is too fast, man. That dude was the
I
fastest
don't
character in the
remember
game.
Boris being fast. I don't think I really chose Boris that much.
That dude
I also chose the gal. Oh,
fast.
Nah, the Corporal said he know.
Fastest character in the game, dog.
So we're gonna have a stream.
I always play with Jaws.
Be sure
I
to
didn't
check
care,
out
that was my guy.
check out CorporalPunishr and Super J _ on Twitch or whatever. We're gonna play GoldenEye. Y'all gonna see me handle Corporal with odd job.
Question is, like, when we playing,
I don't know. We can play
I feel like, you know, it could be 4 of us in there now.
we 4 of us.
we can do it tomorrow. Y'all want?
We can do it. Hey, forget tomorrow. We can do it tonight.
Hey,
Yeah, we can do it right now.
Yeah, on the podcast. Let's go.
Get GoldenEye, Brian. We about to run that right now. Get the Elgato.
Not the Elgato.
No, he's talking about all the way. Tell no, how'd you get in the game?
I forget.
How you forget? Your name is Tendo. So obviously gaming has some crazy influence on your life.
How did I get into gaming?
Yeah, we know why you said Tendo. Please watch the previous podcast. He said why he's called Tendo, but how did Tendo really get in the game?
I want to say had to be between my cousins Ridge Waiters and Brandon McBride.
Ridge Racers or Ridge Waiters?
Ridge Waiters.
What the heck is that?
Said Ridge.
I know what a Ridge Racer is.
What's
His
a
last
Ridge?
name? That's his last name. I'm talking about my people. My
His
kinfolk,
name is Ridge
my family.
Waiter?
Yes, Waiters.
Did he get roasted in school with a name? Like
Ooh, you.
I mean, if he did, I'm pretty sure he
you better wait on that ridge, boy.
I'm saying, like, you're living in
Wait, boy.
Fulton County when I was younger. I want to say that Brandon was the oldest out of all of us.
ATL.
So he had a Sega.
Sega.
And he also had a Super Nintendo too, but I remember the Sega because I remember playing Golden Axe. Golden Axe was my favorite game from back in the day. I just ran through, took the meat, you know what I'm saying?
Took the meat, boy.
Yeah, I took the meat.
Took the
You
meat.
know what I'm saying? Jumping on the little dinosaurs and whatnot, you know. Yeah, man, shit was awesome.
I can
What kid did you pick on there, Tendo?
Golden Axe.
I can't even remember. Matter of fact, it was the short dude that
The
had
dwarf.
the helmet with the spikes.
The dwarf with the
that was my
green guy with the axe.
Yeah.
Boy, that dwarf
my
would be
dude.
he chop
Yeah,
kick.
but that was my dude.
Throw him like good lord, dwarf. He was strong as hell. Make
that
the
was my
Valkyrie
guy.
and the warrior look like trash.
And,
He was the best character in my opinion.
Yeah, that was my dude.
That's the one I used too.
That rush headbutt he had.
Mhm.
Yeah, but that was my dude. Grew up around that, you know what I'm saying, watching him play because we played, but you know what I'm saying, like when you're the younger cousin, you have to sit back and watch. So you know what I'm saying, after he got tired of it, then we would all just get on and game and whatnot. He was also a big person in the Tekken world whenever Tekken came to PlayStation or whatever. He was the only person that I knew that could ever do the actual commands in Tekken. I would try. Couldn't do them. Didn't understand them.
X,
I was
square, triangle, boy. What the heck?
Nah, you're not with the Tekken, like with the certain functionalities that you had to do with the D-pad. Some stuff I didn't understand when I was younger, but I know how to do it now. It's simple as hell now. But back in the day, I didn't understand. I think the first game that I owned myself was the Super Nintendo, but it was like after the like high rise of the Super Nintendo. Ended up getting the Super Nintendo. Could be mistaken. I think it was, what's the game with the knight? He was a skeleton.
Game with the knight. Some Ghosts and Goblins?
I don't know if it was Ghosts and Goblins.
You talking about Sir Daniel game?
Sir Daniel game. Yes.
Daniel on Super Nintendo?
I don't know what it's called though.
Was it on Super Nintendo or was it on Sega?
I don't know. I've never heard of that.
Okay, I just know it's old.
Sir Daniel game?
No.
I don't think it's called Sir Daniel. I think it's called
yeah, I forgot what it's called.
Okay. The character was on PlayStation All Stars. Or like whatever that game is called.
I don't know nothing about that.
The like a Smash Bros. Sisters game.
Yeah, Super Smash Sisters.
Wow.
It's only Smash Sisters.
There you go. That guy. The skeletal guy, like he was in a suit of armor and like his head was a skeleton. Can't remember his name. Sir Daniel, I believe LoXus said.
No,
Thank you, Professor LoXus.
Oh, some FCC said.
Yeah, Professor LoX.
There you
Not
go.
Professor LoX. Don't coin that junk, man.
Yeah, we coining that, dog.
Grew up around that, and I just remember playing Pokemon for the first time on Game Boy, and I've been stuck in it ever since. A family member of mine.
Hey, by the way, this man still play Pokemon Go.
To this day.
Always to this date.
To this day.
It all died. Nintendo's still there playing, bro.
Oh, no.
Drop a bomb off for Tendo walking the sweaty ass around playing Pokemon Go still as an adult.
Now, the biggest thing that got me stuck in the gaming though, because the consoles was always cool, but you know the Game Boy, I could take it to school. I could take it with me to your do number 2. I received Pokemon Yellow from a family member of mine because he bought it for my cousin Courtney, right? But he put the game in backwards in the Game Boy, and he said it didn't work. I was like, oh, cool. Well, let me see if I can get it to work. I took the game out, put it in the right way, started playing a lot of Pokemon, and nothing has been like that ever since then. You know, Pokemon, man. Gotta catch them all.
So that's what started you off, Pokemans. That's what really got you. You know what? After playing these Pokemans, I think I'm stuck with Pokemans for life.
Yeah, Pokemans and I guess the older original fighting games, Street Fighter, your Killer Instinct. You know, I'm not too competitive now, but I just like to talk shit, man. Like when I be playing games, bro. You know, if I could be losing, I'm still gonna talk my shit. So you know, and talk my trash.
I mean, we Salt Gaming. That's what we used to be Salt Delivery Squad, but we still can deliver salt. It don't matter. Get it through Amazon or just us playing us in person. That don't matter.
You know, I never actually converted myself over. You guys have become Salt.
So you still SDS? Really?
No, I'm still a part of Hand Delivery Squad.
You hand deliver? Oh,
I don't care what kind of jokes people got to say about that. I deliver.
You're on with that one too.
Yeah, you definitely on with that one.
yeah, we done all leveled up, dog. You still first evolution. Still tier 1, but we on tier 6. What you doing?
No, I'm actually tier 2. No, I'm tier 2. Yeah, but I keep stopping myself from evolving. So, you know,
understandable.
You pressing that B button, Nintendo?
You keep pressing that B button. He don't want to evolve.
Nah.
LoXus, what's your story when it comes?
So he Pikachu.
Professor LoXus.
Professor LoXus.
Yes, Professor LoX.
They're not making this a thing.
Yo, LoX. Put your glasses down and go.
Yeah, push the frame up. You gotta push the frame up. Iowa.
Cindy.
What's going on there on FCC and USK?
Okay, so my family, I grew up in a family of gamers. So like my dad was a gamer, my mom was a gamer.
That's
back
family.
in the day before you know, things got weird as far as interactions go. Like my mom was like the neighborhood mom, like she just have her door open and kids would just come over and just play games all day. Like she was like the coolest mom ever back then. And like my mom and my dad like the Super Nintendo so much, they bought 2. They bought one for themselves and one for my sister. And my other, because I have 2 older sisters. Okay. They were both gamers too. I guess so.
Hey, Super Nintendos back in the day like $300.
They were expensive. They had they also had an NES. We had an Atari. We had an Atari, an NES, 2 Super Nintendos, and a Sega. When by the time I came along, And my first game I ever played was Donkey Kong Country. My family loved that game.
First Donkey Kong Country?
The very first one, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Gotcha.
And my parents, and my sisters and them, my mom used to let us stay up till like 3 a.m. with all of us there trying to beat like games and stuff. And I remember one day they messed around. So what they used to do to me, because I have the younger brother syndrome, they used to like get the controller and slide the joint under the console so you think you're playing the game, but you're not playing the game. Yeah, they did that. Yeah,
dirty boy.
Then I started getting smart because I noticed. I think one day I was sitting there, I was like, "Hey, I'm not playing the game." So what they did was they had the Famicom Super Nintendo controller, the joint with the red, green, and blue buttons or whatever. That one didn't work, so they plugged that one in. So I think I was playing again, and then one day they left out the room. So I was like, "I'm gonna sneak in here and play." And I was playing, so wait, this controller ain't working. So I picked up the other one, and I remember watching them play the game so many times. I knew how to get past the first stage. I'm only like 3, and I get through like the first stage, and they come again like, "Whoa, what the heck, CJ know how to play it?" So then
you was 3 years old, you slid through Donkey Kong Country, like the first
level, not the whole game.
At the age of 3, that's pretty daggone good. You had hand-eye coordination. You understood when to jump. And I think in Donkey Kong, if you die, you go back. So you made it through without getting hit.
Yeah, well, I did. I died a couple times, but somehow I made it through to the end, and I remember them popping off on that. And then since then, they started letting me play games with them and stuff like that every now and then. And then
that's why you're so good at gaming.
Early. What else? They probably apologize. We're so sorry. Give me to the next thing. Oh no, I think it's
my sisters and them, they're teenagers, so they're like starting to get out of video games. So they just gave me all their stuff. So I had 2 Super Nintendos and a Sega all to myself. So I was playing like Sonic and Mario, Zelda, everything and all that. And after that, of course, I had all the handhelds too. Shout out, back to CorporalPunishr thing he mentioned. I feel like everybody back then in the 90s had like an aunt. I feel like everyone had an auntie that had a Sega, dude. I swear, my auntie had a Sega Genesis. She had like comics somewhere,
some attic or some old room or something, just sitting there.
Always. My sister had this. She had a friend that back in high school. She had a Sega. That everyone had a Sega Genesis or something, planted somewhere in their house. But the handhelds came out. Got a Game Boy. That was my first time. That was the first console like I ever owned, like myself. I guess was a handheld console. That was a Game Boy. And I remember my pops took me out and got that. Had Wario Land. I had I had Pokemon Red.
Real games.
Oh yeah, I had all them joints on there. And then like after that point, it it just kept going on and on. Of course, I got into Smash Brothers through 64. I had my own 64. Bought that joint. I never forget this day. I told the story a bunch of times. My dad, he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna take you out to get you, a game or whatever." Like, "What's up? Appreciate you, man." And he got me this. I got you. I got you freaking Mario Kart 64, man. You're gonna be so happy when you get home. Like, yeah, man, I'm so happy. I'm like 5 or 6. Come home, open the door. My older sister and my cousin in there playing my game. Like, I just see my box unwrapped, torn up. Like, like imagine you walking down the hallway, right? I see the freaking Mario Kart box laid up on the wall, like torn in half. And I see like he bought me a new controller, and like the controller pack was torn in half too, and just outside the door. Like, what the heck is this? I walked in there and they sitting there playing my game. And I'm like, "Yo, let me play." They're like, "No, we only got 2 controllers. It's my game. What are you talking about?" They're like, "You're fine. Shut up." They just kept playing. And then eventually I got mad and I told my pops, and he came in there, regulated, and got him out of there. But I'll never forget.
Regulator.
Dang, they tried your gangsters, boy. They tried you extra hard.
Yeah, man, boy had that little brother syndrome.
Man, they eating your food, man. You ain't even get to the dinner table yet, man.
Oh my God, bro. My sister used to do that all the time, man. Like, I ask her for stuff and she'll eat or drink half of it and then give the rest to me. Usually, like, I'm like, "Yo, give me something to drink." She'll pour a whole glass of Kool-Aid, drink half the cup, and then give me the rest of it. I'm like, "Why would you do that?"
Really? That's terrible.
I'm sorry for you.
I remember going to McDonald's and they would get the burgers first. I'm like, "Yo, why do y'all get it first?" They'll take like 2 or 3 bites and then hand me the rest. I'm like, "Man, I ain't want
Wait, what?
And then I still eat the rest of it anyway because I be hungry, boy.
Yo, I can't speak of it.
Man, I don't know about
I can't eat a Big Mac ever again. I ordered a Big Mac. I think I was like 7. I opened that joint up and there was hair in it. Never. I never ate a Big Mac.
Yeah, that's a bad.
It wasn't even a little bit of hair, like glob of hair. Never.
Oh.
I don't think that burger was intended for you, dog. Somebody else pissed off somebody else, and you got the hair.
That's
imagine biting
terrible.
into that and you just get them strands when you pull out.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm raising HELL, dog. So it says, yeah, nah.
Never ate a Big Mac again. I was done. I'm done.
We went
That's
to a
terrible.
restaurant recently. Tisha ordered it's like some kind of a pound cake with ice cream on it, and she bit into it and she pulled out like something brown out of her mouth. Apparently, the brush that they used to slap like the caramel fudge or whatever on the cake, the bristles was coming off all on. It was just bristles all over the top. Once she slid the ice cream off, just bristled up. I was like, "Ooh, that's like somebody hair just all over it, man."
Y'all got your money. Y'all got your money back, right?
I think they gave her a free one and something else. But yeah.
Oh no, I don't want no free one because I want my money back.
I mean, they gave her like something else. So she really just wanted like, just get me enough. I really.
You'll get your another with the same bristles on top of it. Like, I'm good.
They used the new brush.
Dude.
But I guess y'all want to hear my origin story. I might not care.
Anybody want to hear?
Man. Let's hear the great story of King of Games.
Don't give him
64, the man himself. Let's hear it.
Don't do it to him.
So I don't know if my brother's watching this. The main reason I'm into gaming,
The main reason.
probably is because my brother and my mother. Mostly because my brother. So basically, when I was born, you know, we 7 years apart. He already was diving into the gaming world, and he had an NES. The NES was entitled to him. He knew what games were good. So when I came up, he had Metroid, Ninja Gaiden, Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers 3, TMNT, all that other stuff. What else? The Guardian Legend. The Guardian Legend, by the way, is one of the most amazing NES games. It's literally Galaga mixed with, or you can say Gradius mixed with like top-down Zelda. It's an amazing game. He had the Guardian Legend, just a whole bunch of NES gems, man. Like Vice Project Doom, made by Sammy. That's one of my favorite NES games. This is a platform where you just choose between saber, a gun, and a bomb. That game is amazing. It's actually on the Switch. They put Vice Project Doom on it. I was very surprised. I thought it was just a very obscure game that was amazing. But apparently it was picked up and put on the Switch. I was like, dang, so maybe they might bring that back.
I think I seen you play that recently sometime. I think you played it on stream like
I
played
that game on stream so many times. Vice Project Doom. But yeah, my first NES game was Metroid. And ever since I played Metroid, like I got stuck. I was a dumb kid. So I got stuck on Metroid because I didn't know I could shoot the door. And I kept jumping and I kept getting stuck, but I was pressing one button and not holding the other button. My hand-eye coordination was off. So I was just stuck in the first room, not getting the more ball, just running around, just dying the whole time. Like, yo, what am I doing? But I got better at Metroid. I don't think I really beat Metroid till much later, but I did meet Mario Brothers. I think Mario Brothers was the first game I beat. But the first game I really played and enjoyed was Metroid. I advanced in that a lot. Zelda was also another one. Zelda 2. Zelda 2 is the best Zelda. I don't care what nobody says. That game is amazing. That's another, like all those different games inspired me so much to be into game. Like y'all have no idea how deep I was in the games. Like, dude, I was drawing mazes of like different maps and stuff and trying to memorize. I was one of those kids that had the booklet and they'd be like, be sure to draw when you want to remember how to get back here. I was drawing trees on pieces of paper, all that other stuff. Like, yo, like I was drawing, what's up, Aunt? Yo, like I was like literally drawing my own video games on paper. Like I would draw like just a ground with like fireballs and enemies and stuff, and I would draw lines of me hopping over them in class. People like, well, what you doing? Like, man, don't worry about it. I'm playing video games on my paper. It was so insane. Like I was making noises, like coin noises and blast noises, like pew, pew. Well, I'm like, what are you doing, boy? You all crack? Why are you making all this? Yo, like, it was, I was hardcore gaming. Like music was always in my head. Yo, like it was to the point, like I'm trying, like I'm not even joking. I'm confessing a lot of stuff. Like
confess.
So certain games like Zelda, the Guardian Legend, they were top down one screen, right? So when you go off the screen, you go to another screen, but there's like a delay where you stop. Dude, when I would leave outdoors and I go from one room, I would stop. Like the other room was loaded and I would go in. That's just how my brain was programmed. I played video games that much, dude. Like, yo, I would do my homework in school on the bus just so I can get home and just play nothing but video games. And my parents were so, like, my father was never home. He was always doing his thing. And my mother was just chilling. She would cook, watch us TV, and just like, hey, as long as you didn't cause no trouble and you got good grades, I don't care. So what? You know what? I'm playing video games. I'm playing the mess out of them, and it would be so bad. So like my brother would get home and the NES would be hot because he would do that extra stuff. He's like, "Yo, why you playing the game all the time, boy? Get off!" And we'd be fighting over it and stuff. And because he's bigger than me, he pushed me down. I'm sitting over there just pissed off. Like, yeah, wait till you go to sleep. I'm gonna get on that thing. Oh, so as soon as he go to sleep, I'm on it like late at night. My mom would come in there, but get your tail off there. Yeah, it was terrible. He had the Super Nintendo, we had the 64. We were more so of a Nintendo family. I don't think we got a PlayStation until like much later. But yeah, Diddy Kong Racing, all the stuff y'all played, Metroid, all that good stuff, Final Fantasy 7 and whatnot. And it just stuck with me, man. I just always loved video games. I always had a passion for it. I really, really wish that I wasn't so close-minded to more so of the Xbox side, because I didn't have an Xbox when it first came out. I didn't really care about it. And a lot of people have a lot of great Xbox memories. Like I wasn't one of those kids that had Halo 1 and Halo 2 when it first. I got it like much, much later. I didn't care about it. But I did have a Dreamcast though. I had all kind of bunch of other stuff. Like my mom got me a Virtual Boy, which if people say it's one of the worst handheld consoles ever. But I actually had a lot of fun with it, man. Was Galactic Pinball. Wario Land on there is amazing.
Yes.
Tellero Boxer is dope. Tellero Boxer is literally like it's kind of like it's kind of like Megalobox, but you're controlling a machine. So you're a human playing and you're controlling your machine, and all you see is the face. You can block, hit from the side, and all kind of other stuff. They got a girl on there named Prin that can slap you. The final boss on there is Milky. Dude, it's literally a cat whooping your ass. Like, dude, it's such an amazing game. I love the Virtual Boy. Like, I can talk about old school video games all day. Y'all shouldn't have got me started. But yo, what really, really had me diving into it when I first got my PC, Windows 98. DOS games were the junk. You know those discs when you went to Walmart and it was 1,000 games in one? Like, yo, I would kill that. It was games like Tyrian and Warcraft and the Pac-Man stuff and Sonic CD. I used to kill all that stuff, man. Like, yo, like once I got my computer, it was over for me. Like, it was so hard for my mom to get me off games. Like, dude, my grades was declining. Like, it was terrible. But I don't know. Video games has always been something I had a great passion for. Like, it's always been fun. Like, I just never could put it down. That's why I'm glad I got a son now, but I'm gonna put him through that same thing.
And he's still gaming to this day.
I'm still gaming to this day, boy. Well, still gaming. Yo, I was taking care of my kid earlier, boy. Just holding. I was holding him, and I was playing Hearthstone at the same time. He just looking on the side. I say, "Should I choose that card or that card?" He said, "Eh." I said, you meant the first card. You meant the first card. I got it. Yeah, man.
It's life, man. Game is life.
But I can say this, man, and I'm pretty sure y'all can agree. All y'all can agree, because I come from a family like in the country where it's like. There's nothing but violence, gang stuff, drugs, stupidity, theft, everything. Video games kept me away from all the negative stuff. If I wasn't playing games, dude, I would have been probably in jail with a lot of my cousins doing stuff, drive-bys, whatever. So video games really kept me intact. It was a escape for me mentally. There was a lot of things going on. So it was great. Like, that's what really stuck me to it. Like, it was just this hobby that evolved. Like, you know, people can like crochet, play golf or sports like that. Those things are fun, but video games, man, it's something you can do as so leisure. You can do it from your bed, anywhere. You can play with other people. There's just so many different things to it. And I never thought gaming would evolve to what it is this day. And I always stick by it. Like, I never thought that I would stop playing games. And my mom was like, "You playing video games so hard now, you gonna slow down like your brother." Shoot. I'm rest in peace, but mom, you lying to me, boy. You don't. What were you
everyday gaming? We just gaming earlier,
dude. Like when days when I don't play a video game, I think to myself, "Am I okay? I didn't play any video games today. What?" And I'll probably like turn like an app on my phone or something before I go to sleep. That's just how it is. Not saying I have an addiction, because I'll probably play for like an hour or two and then hop off. But I at least got to play something. Like, my brain just warped to another land. But yeah.
Yeah, like it's always good to have that escape, fam.
That's my love. Started video game store. I started Metroid and just couldn't stop. Can't stop, won't stop.
Hey man, that's mad respect. And I agree on that whole, you know, video games keep you off the streets thing. Like he used to ask my pops. I came from a family of sports people too. And wait, there's like an echo now.
No, I don't hear it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it went down now.
All right. I heard it for a second, but it's gone.
Okay, so you heard it too. Okay, yeah. But I was gonna say that from fan full of sports people too. But like I wasn't too into sports. I played sports a little bit. But anyways, people used to ask my dad like, why you let your son, sit inside and play games all the time? Like, well, you're not in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Amp, and he's in my my chat right now too. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with him. We were both like 8 years old or younger when we met. And that's what kept both of us off the streets, just getting off the bus, coming home, cutting on the GameCube, staying there all day and playing. We'll go outside and play basketball with the neighborhood kids and stuff, but for the most part, we just stayed at home and gamed and whatnot. And we turned out fine, So, yeah. the media likes to present video games as something dangerous a lot of times, and I don't think that's fair because that's not everybody, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, forget Hillary Clinton, man. Remember when she tried to abolish video games? It was like these moms trying to stop it back when she was trying to get votes way back in the day. I hated it all.
I remember that.
Yeah, video games are not horrible, man. Like, remember when Mortal Kombat first came out and they was like, all right, now kids gonna be killing each other? Nobody.
Oh boy.
I don't remember nobody dying because of Mortal Kombat.
I
don't remember Grand Theft Auto. People were shooting and killing each other before Grand Theft Auto. Video games had no control of that.
Hey, yo, my mom was kind of scared though when I was playing that game. I was laughing maniacally when I was shooting people's heads off on top of that building. I was like, "Oh boy, I got that aim boy shooting rocket launchers." Boy, I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, they blamed Go Grand Theft Auto for school shootings back in the day. Like, I'm like, really, man?
Yeah, I remember that.
Grand Theft Auto and stuff like came out way before any of that stuff. So you telling me 6-7 years later it's finally starting to kick in?
You couldn't even do that. You couldn't even do anything like that in that game anyway.
Yeah, you wasn't shooting up no schools or anything. You'd be committing grand thefts. Like, why would you want to go shoot up a school? Like that's not even the same inspiration.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's like saying you play TMNT and now you just obsessed with pizza. Like, nah, that's
man. I sure like sewers, man. I like the Ninja Turtles.
Sewer head. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how other people put 2 and 2 together.
Favorite Ninja Turtle, bro. Go.
Mine?
Yeah.
Donatello. He's the best one.
Mine too.
It
used to be
nothing would happen if it wasn't for Donatello. He'd create the gadgets for them. He'd give them boys the plan.
All to him.
The staff in every game is broke because it got that reach on it, and his combo game is good.
Mm-hmm.
What more do you need? It's done.
He got the little purple joint.
Yeah, purple is my favorite color too. He's awesome.
Purple scarf on. I like it.
Yeah, man. And he get all the coochie. Who you think April liked the most?
Oh my gosh!
Come on now, she don't like Donatello the most.
Yeah, she did.
Okay,
that man is too. He is the nerd of the group.
Oh
and
my
she
God.
ain't trying to get with no nerd. He's too serious. He too like gotta have this plan. Like no, and Raphael, he's a straight up gangster thug, but he too gangster thug. So she don't want to deal with him. Freaking Leonardo is a mix between freaking Raphael and Donatello, so she ain't trying to have that guy. You know who she want? She want the cool, laid back, let's have fun guy, Michelangelo. That's the greatest of all time with the nunchucks. You can't tell me the guy with the nunchucks ain't the greatest. He's like Bruce Lee, bro.
Them nunchucks are fire. I'm gonna be Bruce Lee with them nunchucks, bro.
Yeah,
that's my kind of fire.
He gonna have fun with you. He gonna make you laugh. Y'all gonna have a great time, and he gonna protect you. Like you can't beat that, dog.
In regards to the turtle lore, Michelangelo is actually the best turtle. I think in the last Ronin or whatever, he's the last turtle to survive. Even in the one that they did when they brought it back on the reboot of Foxbox, Master Splinter say he's the best because he has the coolest head, and he never forgets that he needs to, take it easy. And he always lets his opponents outplay themselves. He never goes in forcefully anything like that. Remember, he won Battle Nexus. He was the Battle Nexus champion. So I can understand. I get what you're saying.
I didn't see that. Funny thing about that, I knew none of that.
Oh,
he always be my favorite. Always.
Yeah, Raphael. He's the. You got people that like Raphael.
That man's a hothead, dude.
He's definition of
that man forget how to be a ninja. He'll throw his size down and just start beating people up.
Bro, my man just
relax.
Man, let's forget all this ninja stuff, bro. Where your hands down?
He the hoodest one out of all of them.
Yeah.
That man got on a blood bandana on.
Yeah, in regard to technique, I think Leonardo got the most techniques with those double katanas.
Yeah, Leo's pretty dope too. You can't sleep on Leo.
Wait, you never seen Foxbox TMNT Corporal?
Nope.
Dude, you should actually watch that up until after Battle Nexus. After Battle Nexus, stop watching. Because when they do Turtles fast forward, it's horrible. But yeah, watch it up to Battle Nexus. I promise you, it's actually a really, really good show.
Is that on Netflix?
I think it was streaming on something. I don't know if it was Hulu or what, but I mean, I can give you something to watch it on.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because they got the way Casey Jones is on there. He's pretty dope. Casey Jones on there. He's like, I don't care about no freaking turtles, man. Get out of my way. Casey on there is dope, and the way they did April was pretty dope too.
Yeah, I was a fan of Ninja Turtles for a while, but I wasn't that deep into it to know all that stuff like you were.
Yeah. I hate these new iterations of Turtles though, man. I'm not.
Yeah.
You know, the newest one, I hate how the turtles look, like their face and stuff like that. But where they pew, 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 going around flash stepping and stuff like
cool animation and battle scenes.
Yeah, the cool animation. That's the coolest thing about it, but I don't like how they look though. That's the only problem.
Yeah, they do look kind of weird. Like I think Donatello got like his bandana thing comes all the way over his head, and he got like some kind of goggles on or something like that.
They over exaggerated his character.
They tried to give everybody like a different persona, just being a turtle in just different colors. I mean, which is kind of cool. You know, you make them a little bit differently. I'm not the biggest fan of it.
Yeah, like they just had changed like your body size and everything too. Because with the like original turtles, they didn't even have different colors. They were all red, and the only thing that was different was the letters that was on their belts and their weapons. So, you know, then the colors came into play. Then the personality started to shine more. And now, even with that, what is it? The movie that they came out with for Nickelodeon, you can tell that their personalities changed a little bit more, even comparing them to their sizes, because they put your Raphael as the biggest, because he's supposed to be the most intimidating. Donatello is the slimmest because he's supposed to be the smart one that doesn't like confrontation. Michelangelo is the middleweight, but he's short. So, you know, it shows that he has the goofy side. And Leo is the perfect size with the perfect body build.
Oh, dang.
Because he's the leader.
I ain't never even noticed all that. Look at you examining things.
Nah, anything that involves ninjas, I'm on top of it. Ninja Turtles,
Naruto,
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Naruto.
Wait, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers are ninjas?
Yeah,
they had Ninja Storm, and then the first season they went into and did the ninja thing.
Oh, I forgot. We got Corporal.
Well,
even though they went into the ninja stuff, they still knew martial arts. Martial arts is what they used to combat Rita.
I was just about to say that because they wasn't really like ninjas. They didn't really do the whole ninja thing until like they got the whole ninjetti or whatever they called it.
Ninjetti.
I think that's what I feel like that's what they used to say. I can't remember, but they would say if they didn't want to transform, they just wanted to go into the ninja outfit. I feel like they would say ninjetti or they would say ninja something, and you would see them with the ninja costumes on, so with the mask on their face.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Are you talking about like season 2? Well, not season 2, but like second iteration of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
That's when they got the ninja powers. Yeah. That's when he had the Falcon. Because he used to be the White Tiger, but then he got the Falcon at that point. Or what's the Falcon? I think it was either Falcon or Eagle. I can't remember.
I believe it was also the Falcon. Like, I agree with what you're saying. Like they went into the ninja aspect more, but like hand-to-hand combat to me was always kind of sort of nothing like a form of martial arts. To me.
No, it is. No, they definitely knew like martial, like karate and all that stuff. But I wouldn't say they were ninjas until they got to that point.
Yep.
Yeah, they all had to train and become better.
After they lost the dino powers.
Do you know that Zach and Jason had taught all of them hand-to-hand combat themselves? And then
White and Red Ranger?
No, Jason is the red and Zach is the black.
Yeah.
So those martial arts, but he also is a dancer.
Hold on. Are y'all talking about the first series of Power Rangers?
Mighty
y'all make it sound like they're combining universes and they teaching other Rangers. I'm like, huh? What?
No. So Billy didn't know how to fight. Kimberly didn't know how to fight, and I forgot what was her name. There you go. None of them knew how to fight. It was only Jason.
It was Trini.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Trinity. You wanted them.
Yellow Ranger. Yeah.
R.I.P.
None of them knew how to fight. So Jason and freaking Zach had to teach him how to fight. Now Tommy, he already knew how to fight when he came into the picture. So, but yeah.
Oh yeah, he knew how to fight. All right, he jumped in there and beat him out these Zords. They proceeded to beat them up.
My favorite Ranger, dog. That dude was gangster when he came into the play, boy. That boy, he had no chill.
You know what's crazy? He is still a Ranger to this day.
He is.
It's crazy, boy.
Because he's like the lead. Well, I think when they did that huge Unity thing, he was like the leading face. Like he was still the White Ranger on that too, right? Like, when they did like this big combo arc of like a bunch of Rangers together, wasn't he on that?
I want to say like when he did the combo arc, he came back as the Red Ranger because he became the Red Ranger a couple of times.
They did one when they brought all the Red Rangers together.
Yeah, Tommy's been like 6 different Rangers, yo. It's crazy.
Can I ask y'all a question? Since y'all know so much about Power Rangers.
Talk to me.
I was on my SoundCloud list, like bounces between all kind of different video game, anime, jazz, whatever. And it had a theme come on. It was like, go Zeo, stronger than before. I was like, this drug kind of jamming. What is Power Rangers Zeo kick in? Like, maybe I want to watch this because that opening when it came on my junk, I was in the shower. I'd never seen it before. That theme was kicking.
That was right after Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You sure?
Yeah.
I trust James. I trust.
That was when they were in space, or
So it was
later.
So it was Mighty Morphin, then you got the ninja version of Mighty Morphin. Then they got their tails whooped, had to get better powers, and they went straight into Zeo. After Zeo, it was a Turbo. Then after Turbo, it was in space. Okay. That's when, and then after that, it just gets crazy with other different Power Rangers. I can't remember what's after in space. I feel like it was Lost Galaxy after in space.
It was after space, Lost Galaxy, and then I want to say they went into not the emergency, but it was like, oh God, I can't remember because they had like the black robot guy or something. Oh, remember so many.
Yeah. It's after Lost Galaxy, so I can forget which one comes next after those, man. But I actually watched like most of the Power Rangers series, but I didn't necessarily watch all of them like in their entirety. But I watched some episodes because I'm just such a fan of martial arts that even to this day I would go and like watch some Power Ranger episodes just to see what it was like to watch some of it, see how they got started as Power Rangers. This dude.
Yo, like in regards to all this stuff, like I grew up watching Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and I didn't care too much for other stuff like Big Bad Beetleborgs and whatever. But all that combat, realistic type, doing all the sparks and powers, like I wonder if my son is gonna be into that. Like, am I gonna have to go through this arc again?
No, it's gonna be a different era.
Like, did they even have any shows like that for kids? I think Power Rangers is still ongoing.
Oh yeah, it's definitely still ongoing. Yep.
But it's a lot cheesier than it was back in the day. Of course, it was cheesy to us, but we grew up in the golden era of like shows like.
You know what I hated about Power Rangers? Every episode was them at school. It was the 2 bully dudes, and they just pick out, you guys are lame. Everybody laughing. Oh my God, there's something going on, and they show the monster just eating people or something, and then they go and then oh my God, we're getting our tail kicked. Come on, Rangers, get your stuff together. All right, do it. Get the Zords out. They beat them up. Go back to school. You guys still losers, and then the credits will roll.
There's always like one lesson to be learned. Like at the beginning of the episode, something that happened, and then it's like somebody has to learn some lesson. So by the end of the episode, like remember the value of friendship. Don't bully Billy. He's one of your own friends. Or something.
So basically, Power Rangers was like a slice of life, except like live action.
You know the dumbest thing about Power Rangers was for me, like like looking back on it, they would get into the Zords, you would see explosions, like buildings getting destroyed and stuff. I'm like, dude, y'all like killing millions of people right now.
You don't think they evacuated the buildings and stuff?
No, they have no time, dog.
I like shows that take that into account too. Like people do die when they have those type of battles.
Yeah, I don't think none of us, of course, as kids, none of us actually thought about that. Like, are people dying right now in these buildings? They're like, yeah, y'all are killing people right now. Y'all just go back to life like nothing happened. Like, everybody's all good. You don't see no destruction, no like buildings destroyed anywhere after the fact. It's just like everything is fine now. It's like what? No reconstruction, nothing. It's just like what the freak? Like
the most insane thing about that, why they gotta wait till the monster goes big for them to go big? Just get big and just blast them, and that's the end of it. Like why wait? Like I never understood that.
It was always a test of strength. The same shit with Goku. The same shit with Goku.
Like nah, if I know I got a bang from the get go, I'm using my strongest power. I'm getting in my Gundam or whatever, and I'm shooting it, and that's the end of it. I ain't trying to wait till it get big. Knock it while it's down.
I feel like it was like a cause and effect type of thing, because like the monsters were small, and like there was people around, and they was fighting a monster because it was like in their face while small. They killed the monster, and then the boss was like, "All right, make my monster grow." And the monster would grow like, "Oh snap, we can't fight it small, so let's get big."
That's true.
And they go through that's why I feel like that was. It was just like,
probably didn't feel like using as much power on something they feel like they could beat when it's small.
Yeah, it wasn't necessary.
You're talking about Rita
unless needed.
Yeah, Rita and Laura Zed. They used to be cheating.
I used to like Rita, man.
It's like, make my monster. Make it grow. Viagra.
Remember Rita?
Viagra. Oh,
he like it was I remember them being a couple at some point, and they was just laughing at each other. Ah, you summon that monster. I love you. Yeah, baby, that's how I do it. that joint was funny. But yeah, man. So you see how like we talk about it right now. Notice how everybody can kind of relate to it, man. Nerd culture. This rolls to the next topic I was saying. Nerd culture now, gaming, anime wise, is now hot. It's no longer a thing. You guys are nerds for playing that. Now everybody's in it. Everybody admitting to it, and all this other stuff. Which I don't understand why it had to be this thing of you're like not that cool because you're into games, or not that cool because you're into anime or whatever. Everybody's into it now. You go to TikTok, whatever. You got girls dressing up as Diva, twerking. You got other girls dressing up as Fropey or whatever, doing all kind of other stuff. I don't even know if they watch the anime. Everybody's trying to be an anime character, some kind of gaming character. Everybody trying to act like they do all this other stuff. When Pokemon Go came out, everybody who ain't play Pokemon had their little app out, chilling and trying to be part of the culture, man. It's crazy. Like it's evolved so much. Like it's just this. It's now a common thing. It's like video games and anime now. It's so common, and it's like back in the day, you had to go to Barnes and Noble or something, or Books A Million, just to even know what a manga was. Nobody was talking about it. Now, everybody knows what manga is now. Everybody knows about anime, all this other stuff, and so I don't understand why it had to take so long for everybody to really care. I mean, I guess because the internet became a thing, and I don't know why do y'all think now video games and anime and stuff is so hot?
Okay, so I'll say that in the past, the getting access, especially in the anime and manga, wasn't very easy. It wasn't very accessible. It wasn't a very accessible form of media, I'll say. And the direction of like what was cool and what wasn't was vastly different, like back in the 90s and the 80s than it is now. I'll say like maybe back at the boom of video games, like maybe in the late 80s, early 90s, maybe being in video games a little cool because that was just new. Everybody was doing it. But like my sisters, for instance, they play video games and everything up until they got to like the middle of high school, kind of late high school. That's when they started dropping that out. And that was by like late 90s to early 2000s. That's when all the gangster hood stuff started coming out, trap music, all that stuff that kind of overshadowed all those things. If you know something, I noticed, especially people around our age, maybe a little bit younger, a lot of those people actually did watch anime and play video games, but they was kind of undercover. Like I have so many friends that I met up with from like middle school and elementary.
Exactly what I'm saying. No, you can go ahead. I'm just saying it's crazy. They were all undercover. Like why?
Yeah,
you have it as a hobby.
Popping about it. No, the same people bullying me back in middle school and elementary school. I see them popping off for the new Dragon Ball movie coming out. I was like, what? Like I got roasted for drawing Goku and stuff in class by you. And same thing with Pokemon Go. When Pokemon Go came out, everybody did it. It's all the cause of like, what's popular right now, like you got rappers, like you got people like Megan Thee Stallion, doing her little Todoroki thing, promoting the video game thing. And it's just a cultural thing. And then like esports is getting big, clearly people see that there's money in video games, streaming is getting big, like, so with that happening, people are starting to kind of dive into it a lot more. It's just getting more mainstream. It's a little frustrating because it's one of those things where it's like, I was open and honest with it. I was authentically a nerd, I like this stuff. It feel like some people are just jumping on it just because it's cool. And I get why they do it, but it does feel kind of like, what's the word I'm trying to put for it? Like it feels like it can be annoying, I guess. It's like you weren't here before. So like why are you now?
I mean, of course, we welcome them all with open arms.
Oh yeah, of course.
Population to grow, but I'm not a huge fan of getting into conversation with some people and they don't know the details of what they're talking about. Like they'll be like, "Yeah, man, I've seen that show it got that kid with the yellow hair, man. You know the one where they be like, oh man, they be eating ramen and running around, and they be throwing these little metal things at each other, man, and you know they be saying there's some dude in there he don't like, I'm be watching that, like what? You don't remember the name of what you saw? Okay, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, have a good time. There'd be stuff like that, man, like video game wise. Yeah, man, I be playing all kind of stuff, man. I got a Nintendo at home, man. Like I'm talking about like this is probably 2019 console. I got a Nintendo at home, man. I be playing all kind of stuff. Oh man, what you been playing, man? Like, yeah, I've been playing a lot of I've been playing a lot of Splatoon on my Nintendo, or probably the new Zelda, Breath of the Wild. Like, oh no, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about I still play Super Mario World on mine, man. I got the old one. What?
Bro, I think he's talking about
that.
you need to get out the past.
I ain't cranked it up in 8 years, but I be playing it. Like, how you be playing it?
I mean, I still got a CRT at home. What you mean?
Oh, God.
Yo, when I was installing cameras, I went to somebody's house, and they literally was sitting in the den, and I'm not even joking. They was sitting in the den, playing. What's the name of that game? Comic Zone. It was a kid playing Comic Zone on the Sega. Like, it wasn't like the little Sega Mini. It was a regular old Sega. And you know what his mother said? She said, yeah, this is the first gaming console we ever got him. He just played it. Started playing like a couple months ago. I said, wait a minute. Like, is this something that was sitting around your house? This is South Carolina, by the way, y'all. People here is still old school. She said, no, we bought it at the flea market, and I didn't really want to spend any money on games, and it was only like $4. So this man is playing old Sega. I felt so bad for that kid. Like, yo, you are missing out. And he was like 10 years old.
I mean,
is he missing out? Is he really missing out?
I
mean, being 10 in today's world and still playing Comic Zone, like it's fresh to you. Like, I don't know, you kind of being held back there, man.
I mean,
he definitely being held back, especially being able to like relate to like his friends and stuff like that. Like, they're not gonna know what he talking about. He probably gonna get roasted, like all that stuff.
he was a Christian kid. I think he went to like a Christian school or something like that, like some kind of private thing or whatever.
Oh yeah, he's still gonna get roasted. He get roasted in the Christian way.
Get roasted in a Christian way.
Yeah, roasted in the Christian way.
Man, bro.
You think Christians don't roast people, dog? Come on, dog. They regular humans too, dog. They gonna roast somebody as well.
Hey, what's his name? Clarence?
I don't remember the kid's name.
Like, the Clarence parents have a real nice marriage.
Oh,
I knew you was gonna say that. I was waiting on it too, dog. As soon as you said Clarence, I was like, yeah.
Yeah, that junk's crazy.
I use Clarence in Rivals.
Oh no!
Oh my God! Stop it.
Yeah, I think a lot more females try to say that they're gamers now. Now
Lies.
So let me. This is
the way he said
Corporal and Stream. Are you considered a gamer if you just play Candy Crush apps on your phone?
No.
But listen, it's a game.
You said that jump fast.
It's visible. It is technically, in a sense, a video game.
No.
Just because it's not on a console and it's not on a PC,
no.
They're using their phone to operate a game and they're playing it in their spare time. Why are they not considered gamers?
You are.
There's a lot of people saying that they're gamers, but they're playing phone apps, and people are like, that don't count. But I mean, it's another form of gaming, just more handheld, more accessible. So why would we not accept them as gamers?
So let me ask you this: do you consider a person an anime watcher who only watches Naruto or Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah, I mean, they're watching anime and they're enjoying it. They haven't broadened their horizon to other things, but they still
watching. Capping right now. You're one of the main ones who used to get mad when somebody, I watch anime, and then they say, yeah, I watch Dragon Ball Z, and you would get mad at people saying that. Don't try to change your story.
No. It does annoy me. So I didn't say I'm not in full preference of them just watching one. Like, of course, you need to expand your horizon. You're not a true anime watcher. That's like saying you're a movie watcher and all you've seen was one movie. Are you not?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't be considered a gamer. You can't be considered a gamer if all you play is Candy Crush. You can't be considered an anime watcher if all you watch is Dragon Ball Z and Naruto. Like that's like saying I'm a player, but you only got one girl. Like what, bro? You're not a player, dog. Like what? No, that makes no sense to me.
You got me
like you are a gamer if you play different games on different systems, and like to me that's a true essence of a gamer. Not somebody who just stuck in one box. Somebody who's like doing different stuff, like has experience across the whole spectrum. Like, no, you can't be a gamer if all you play is NBA 2K. Like, no, bro, you're not a gamer. You like NBA 2K. Like, no.
Yeah, those gamers that they just play 2K. Like, yo, I never understood that. Like, why are there so many guys that just play 2K? Like, it's literally the same iteration. Like, I'm not saying 2K is bad game. I used to play 2K back in the day. I played 2K on Dreamcast a good bit and a little bit on PlayStation 2. But I never like sat and just played nothing but 2K. Like, how?
So
it's not
like I don't
it's
understand.
not a how. It's just
like,
that's
you don't
their
get
preference.
Bored?
No.
How you not get bored?
It's their preference, and some of my best friends are those people that only play 2K and Madden.
But are they really gamers like Corporal said?
I'm not trying to say that they're gamers. I'm just trying to
the 2K fanatics.
Respect them for like what they do. I know some hardcore people that just play 2K and play Madden, and they also watch Dragon Ball Z. It's the only anime that they look at. It's the only anime that we can talk to, and the only thing that we can relate on.
And it's kind of sad,
you know. Like that's what they like, and that's what they go for. They don't care too much to get outside that box. That's just them.
Amp in my chat talking about some. Oh, I'm one of those people with Call of Duty, but no, Amp, you're not, because you grew up with me playing. We played Sonic, Zelda. You're not one of those people. We played way too many games for you to say that. Every game I played, you played. So that's cap.
I'm not
when it comes to like NBA 2K, right? I can understand why that would be the only game they play. Those guys most times are into sports, right? Or they're into basketball. So they gravitated towards, NBA 2K.
But you buy a whole console to play one series?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's no different from people buying a whole console just to play Halo or a whole console just to play Gears or whatever one single game that they want to play. Some people just bought a whole console just to play Kingdom Hearts 3. People do that. You know what I'm saying? So regardless of what game it is.
Kingdom Hearts 3 people. What you say?
I said a lot of people died waiting on Kingdom Hearts 3.
Man, we're not even gonna get in that. Ooh, that's
RIP to the fallen.
That's a whole other stream right there, boy.
RIP to the fallen,
that's a
bro.
whole other podcast,
bro. There was people waiting in like they look like Lord of the Rings. They all got tethered robes on with beards and junk. Cold wind blowing in the caves, waiting for Kingdom Hearts to come out. They talking about in prophecies, like.
Yo, there was a guy I met. Shout out to James from Best Buy.
James.
But there was a guy I was talking to. He was saying, "Yo, like I've already had like 4 kids, traveled so many different cities, did all this other stuff, and Kingdom Hearts 3 still ain't out. Like I done lost like one finger. All this Kingdom Hearts 3 still ain't out. Like when is it gonna come?" And we talked about it every day. Like he talked about like how much he loved the game, which I loved it too. And then Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, and it was just not it. But I mean, it was cool. It was just not it. It's not what we want. Nah, but anyways, yeah.
Straight trash. We ain't gonna talk about that, but yes,
that's a whole nother podcast entirely. Let us know if y'all want us to sit here and talk about Kingdom Hearts 3 for 2 hours.
But I will say this though about the 2K thing. There's actually a lot you can do in that game, actually. I actually understand. Even back then, it was still like a bunch of different things you could do, because even back then they still had my player. My player wasn't as good as it is now, but they still had my player. You can still create your own team and do all that stuff. And then you got the competitive aspect of playing online against like other people. So I was like, there was stuff you can do. It's kind of like me and you playing Gears. Like, I mean, it's not necessarily the same iteration, but
we limited on Gears now.
Yeah.
We really limited, boy. That's another podcast.
Man, write it down, bro. You got like 3 episodes worth of podcast right here. I can't be on the Gears one though. I don't know nothing about that game.
So, in that same sense, Corporal, kids that only play Fortnite all the time, are they considered gamers?
They are Fortnite. They are Fortnite players. They are Fortnite players, dog. Like you only play 1 or 2 games, dude. You are a Fortnite player, and whatever the other game is, you are that kind of player. You are not
That's the way he say Fortnite for me. You are a Fortnite.
The way he just
Bro,
limited
it's the way he's saying it. Like I feel some type of way. Now I just play Fortnite. So I know the Fortnite kids are triggered. They gotta be.
Hey, look at him like
Fortnite. Fortnite.
He is not playing with y'all, man.
Like,
I'm not.
he does not mess with y'all, bro. Like,
no.
Yo, his sweat, man. Got me scared. Ain't no Fortnite player.
well, the enunciation, boy.
So, LoXus, would you say the same thing for Smash players? Because I know some people that only play Smash. Would they be considered gamers, or they just Smash players?
They're Smash players. No, there's a lot of people like that just play Smash, and they think because Smash got so many different. It's Smash. If you only play Smash Brothers, you're not a gamer to me. You're a Smash player. You're a Smash kid. That's what.
Yeah, do like Corporal Smash player.
Yeah, those are the ones. Those are the ones that only play Smash. They're the ones that only watch anime, and the anime they watch is like darn near hentai. And they're the ones that don't. They're the ones that don't take the baths and stuff. Those are the ones you have to watch out for. Because if I go to them and I ask them, "Hey, have you ever heard of Mischief Maker? You ever heard of, I don't know, you ever heard of Banjo Kazooie outside of Smash Brothers?" And they say no, like, yeah, you're a Smash kid.
That's the sad thing about it too. I remember in the last podcast I talked about. I wish there was a world where everybody enjoyed games. Like, just enjoy. There's so many different games other than just Smash. And I've been to so many tournaments because I host Smash tournaments where people don't even own a gaming console. They was like, well, I'm just gonna play Smash if I get it anyway. So they just go to their friend's house and they play Smash. And they come to tournaments only training at their friend's house. Like, yo, there's so much more to that console than Smash. I promise you. Just like this, that's why so many third-party indie games can't even like come up. Because people just play these mainstream games and they just call it that. They see a Nintendo and they think Smash only, not knowing the beauty, not knowing about Into the Gungeon,
or the Mario,
Streets of Rage, not knowing about just everything else it has to offer, like Bomberman R. What other indie games?
Keep talking.
I'm gonna name some other.
Keep talking to the people. Keep talking.
They don't know nothing about Titan Souls. It's just so many other games. Just Axiom Verge. This is, I don't know. It's very annoying. I don't like when people do that.
They don't know nothing about that shake.
Shake.
Mischief Makers.
Shake.
Oh, Mischief Makers.
I actually got that. I got introduced to Mischief Makers on accident because I wanted Mario 64 when I first got my 64. My parents got me Mischief Makers. I was so mad, dude. When I opened that dang 64 and saw Mischief Makers, I threw that junk across my room at first. And then my cousin came over and she started playing it. And I was like, yo, what is this game? Yo, this game is fun. She's dashing around and grabbing stuff, bro. I'm like, get off my game. I started playing it. And it was over with after that. That game almost didn't get played, though.
Paradox Perspective said, I'm a race car driver, but only drive to work in the grocery store.
Really? Oh, my God. Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
I definitely proved my point right there.
I'm a stunt double for an actor, but I only stunt at the mall with my chain.
Oh, my God.
I'm a rapper, but I only rap gifts at Christmas.
Oh my God.
But whenever I do see people playing just one game, like kids and all this other stuff, just playing Fortnite or somebody just playing Candy Crush on their phone, I try to introduce them to other stuff. Like, yo, like, there's so much more that you can be playing other than that. It may feel addictive now, but I promise you can at least have something else to play in that mix that'll open your eyes and broaden you to this whole world of true gaming. Nah, I'm just gonna play this. It's just like this, man. Like, what a waste of good fun. Because they're gonna get burnt out on that and they're gonna think that's it. But it's like, no, that's not it, man. So much more. How do you I was gonna ask you, Tendo, do your kids play Fortnite all the time?
Do my kids play Fortnite?
Yeah.
They used to.
They finally branched off from that?
So CJ was heavy on Fortnite. Elijah was super heavy on Fortnite. They had the posters.
Your son CJ, right?
Huh?
Your son CJ, right?
Yes, not you, son. My other son, CJ. Yes. So CJ won.
Your other son, CJ. I just thought about it. I was like, oh yeah. Wow, he sunned me. Okay, next.
So
your daddy, he your grandpa.
Wow,
he got me. CJ won, and Elijah were heavy Fortnite fanatics. They ate the cereal. They
wait, the Fortnite cereal? That's a thing?
No, I'm lying.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
and they ate the cereal, and then they drank the coffee.
Yeah, Google that. What's Cooper doing?
Everything, man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. And
what is that man doing? You see something? Bro, it ain't coming out yet, bro. Just leave it alone, dog. Go get a spoon.
Oh, there ain't no Fortnite.
Coming,
We got Lucio.
You gotta smack the back first, man. Then you. Hey, Cobra, that dude that tried to get the ketchup, you leave it sitting upside down in the fridge so you can get that little bit.
I do that. That's what I do. I do that with soap too. I do that with soap and lotion and stuff. I get all I can out that junk if I throw it out.
These are gummies, goalie. So they get stuck to the bottle. So I have to like shake it up and beat it to make them come down from the bottom of the thing. It's like 30 of them in here, you know. So
what are those vitamins?
You put them out, man.
I need to get some.
I see.
Oh my god. My god.
I hate y'all.
Pause.
But like as much as I've seen them play it, I always felt like it was something about that game. Yeah, but I ain't never got. Yeah, watching them play it, it kind of turned me off. Yeah, but my brother Brandon, he played it a lot, but I don't think he plays anymore now. I was gonna get into it, but I suck at shooters anyway, so.
We hosted. Well, we kind of helped host an event for Florence County Parks and Recreation here, FLOCO.
I remember.
And so let me tell y'all about this stream. This is sad. So they said, "Hey, we got these nice, beautiful computers. I think it was probably like 20 different PCs, and we had Smash on the side too. They said, "Okay, kids, we're gonna let all y'all vote. This is the first night we all got. They had from the age range of probably 8 up to I want to say 16." And they could choose whatever games they wanted FLOCO to specialize in. The choices were Rocket League, they had Smash Brothers, Overwatch, and Fortnite. No, not Minesweeper. And Fortnite.
I chose Fortnite.
So hold on, man. Let me get to the statistics. So they're like, yeah, we're gonna like all that, yeah. And can you download Among Us too? So they got Among Us and all that, you know, they doing their things. So they had to each write, you know, what they voted on. So I'm over there reading the paper with them. I'm looking at that. They said, man, we don't even know why we hosted this and had them even choose. I looked down, I saw Fortnite, Smash, Fortnite, Overwatch. Fortnite, like it was insane. Like at the end of that tally, out of the, I think it was 46 kids, Fortnite had 38 votes as being the primary game. It was just a very, very few for Overwatch and a very, very few for Smash. And I don't even think Rocket League had nothing in there. And it was sad. I was like, man, they just Fortnite it up. So they just FLOCO just started hosting Fortnite.
Minecraft.
Huh?
But you get. Oh wait, no. But
they were trying to do like somewhat like esports competitive.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. And it really hurt my heart, man. Just all of these beautiful machines, like, dude, like if y'all could just see. I wish Tendo got a picture. I don't think he got it with him. They were like these nice red gaming desktop computers, and they just all just sitting there just playing Fortnite the whole time and Among Us, like just 2 games. They don't know nothing else. They don't care to ask, hey guys, can you introduce me to something else? Their mind was just set to playing that the entire time. And I even said, like, hey guys, if y'all want, you know, we can talk about other games other than Smash. Like, you know, we can introduce y'all to more. Because I was trying to talk to the coordinator, like, hey, you know, you should introduce them to other things, but they had no interest other than playing Fortnite. I was like, man, that's crazy. And even myself coming up as a kid, like how we talked about the different variety of games, like the Guardian Legend, I was saying like how I like it a Corporal playing ranging from Power Rangers to WCW to Diddy Kong Racing and stuff. Like we had open minds. I don't understand why kids these days just set to one thing. Like how do you? I couldn't imagine just playing Metroid all day and night. Like I gotta switch it up. Like
it's
how
the
you?
era, man.
I was just about to say that because back in our day, we didn't have the internet and Twitter, TikTok, Twitch clips, and YouTube where it's just promoting nothing but Fortnite. Back in the day, we had to try stuff. We didn't know what was good and what was bad. We had to play those games and realize they were bad ourselves. So like it's just a different era. Now they know like everyone's playing Fortnite, so they're gonna get on Fortnite, and it's free too. On top of that, so like it's easily accessible.
Yeah, just like Locke said earlier, that's the reason why it's more popular now. Because I mean, back then it wasn't like showcase like that. Like I said, there was no internet, no whatever like that. So you know, people didn't really know about anime or manga like that. Cause like I didn't watch anime like that back then. I mean, granted, I watched like Dragon Ball Z and all that. Whatever came on Toonami, I guess that's quote unquote anime at that time. But it wasn't like
I was watching Hamtaro.
it wasn't like getting on the internet and going really stupid. It wasn't like getting on the internet. It wasn't like getting on the internet, going to different websites and actually watching a bunch of different anime. It wasn't like that. So like, it makes sense to me why it's more popular now compared to back then, because back then it wasn't like this huge, like well-known thing that you can just easily access, you know, compared to now where you can access it now. It's like, oh snap, this is actually pretty dope. So everybody's doing it, you know, so.
I think another reason why anime blew up, and I just hate this so much. So Spencer's and Hot Topic or whatever. So like you would walk in the store and like maybe you'll see like a Dragon Ball Z t-shirt. You'd be like, oh yeah, this cool. I'm gonna get this shirt. And I remember girls used to be like, hey yo, what's that show? Oh, this Dragon Ball Z. Because I would explain it to them. Now, in this day and era, I see girls walk out the mall with like a Naruto shirt on, right? I'll be like, oh man, I love that shirt. They'll be like, I love this show too. I'll be like, who's your favorite character? They'll be like, Goku. And I'll just walk the fuck away. You're doing this to attract someone. I see what you're doing. You want someone to come to you, talk to you about this show, and then you snag them. I see the plan. And like it's just with the attire, the hats and the clothing and everything. That's another thing that raised anime to be popular now too. Cause I'm in cartoons too. You know what I'm saying? Like in general, like you would see like maybe some of the toughest dudes out the hood wear a SpongeBob shirt because it matched their shoes.
Oh, I used to hate them old school SpongeBob stuff with him holding the money, smiling with the grills and all that. Like, oh my god,
those are the Facebook eras.
They used to sell those. Well, MySpace too. They had all that glitter.
MySpace.
I have a Bugs Bunny with the daggone top hat, whatever, with the smoking with the machine gun in the hand. A Tweety Bird with the daggone red bandana on, with looking like
with
this.
The New York fitted.
With the New York fitted.
Boy. And it's just crazy. It's just fashion too, man. People would follow suit with the fashion. That made anime a little bit more popular now too, because I know kids that would ask about that. They got into it. And just like James said, it's more accessible now. We grew up in the era the way we loved something and we liked it and we enjoyed it.
I did say that first.
Professor LoXus, CorporalPunishr.
Yes, Professor.
Shout out to Super J for all the talking y'all been doing. F all y'all. Now, back to what I was saying. Thank you guys. The introduction of anime to us was wholesome. We enjoyed it and we liked it because we enjoyed it and it spoke to us on certain levels that we could relate to. Now, it's not like that anymore. People see anime, they be like, oh man, I love that fight scene. Or their character looks cool because someone drew them in a Tommy Hilfiger shirt. And I got a Tommy Hilfiger shirt, and I can relate to Goku because he dressed like me. I hate that. Yo.
You got to accept, man. We're not gonna get more nerds in the culture if you just hate everything that they bring to come to the table. You got to introduce them, man. You got to let them step in the door.
I don't hate the fact that they like that stuff, and then they try to come into the community, which is cool because we always have open arms. I just don't like the posers that try to say that they do enjoy it, but when you question them about it, they cannot answer your questions. I don't like those people.
I got you.
You want to know how you're a real anime watcher?
Talk to me.
If you can watch an anime and it puts you in your feels, you're a real anime watcher.
Oh, put you in your feels.
I've cried so many times. I think I've cried more watching anime than I did at anything else. Like I've had so much crap happen in my life. And I never shed a tear, and I've cried at watching Haikyuu, bro.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. If an anime puts you in your feels, you are now a true anime watcher, dog.
Another thing too, people try to act like anime is like another form of like some kind of crazy zoinky cartoon. There's so many different types of anime out there, man. Animes are like soap operas. Like some of the stories get like way too intense and like way too deep and so detailed that they're so out of box that like if there was a real life quality production, it wouldn't be able to take the same form as them just drawing it on paper. So it being an anime form is actually better. And when they represent things like Attack on Titan or Hunter x Hunter, I don't think that would be a good quality. I'd rather see that in anime. Like you just got to really sit down and enjoy and pay attention to what they got to offer. I was actually watching what was the name of it? I was watching Kuroko no Basket again, and I really felt the pain like when they had their first tussle with some stronger opponents. When dude was like, the only person who can beat me is me, and while Kuroko really hated the fact that they was playing around with basketball. Like their passion for basketball in the anime was just so outrageous that when somebody said, "Oh, this ain't nothing to me. I'm just out here beating young anyway. It don't matter. You trash, boy. Do something." He's like, "Well, you don't even like the game. How can you do that? You're evil. You're mean." And it's just like, it's just like you just could feel like their passion, man. The same way Tendo don't like poses. Like Kuroko didn't like poses, and it really annoyed him. It's just, I don't know, like anime is just so great. And people just take it for granted. I think everybody should just watch anime or just, get into something other than Dragon Ball Z and Naruto. Like those are just so mainstream and just so.
Dragon Ball
like
Z and
reality
Naruto.
TV shows, the soap operas. You're like, they got anime for everything, dude. Like
They actually,
sports,
I think they got reality TV show and animes and stuff too. I think I've seen a few.
Yeah,
Those things kind of like it. They try to be like a reality thing. Yeah, they got anime for every genre. Like there's people cheating, people fighting, love, romance, zombies, monsters. You say what now?
Gambling.
Gambling. Which one for gambling?
I can't. It started with a K. It's where they all wear red uniforms, and essentially your worth is based on how good you are at gambling. So like, and if you gamble away all your money, you become that person's slave.
Yeah.
Like it's a really great anime. It started with K. I feel like LoXus put me on it.
Or even like other anime.
Somebody put me on it.
What anime was it?
Like it starts with a K. Kakuri. I don't know. It's like they all wear red uniforms and they gamble. And like, you have like that one. Yeah, okay.
But like girls like a lot of murder stuff, man. There's so many different murder mystery anime and stuff like that. Like the Sherlock Holmes anime, Kabuchiko. Have y'all seen that? Well, it's like another take on Sherlock Holmes where they have like a lot of new crazy stuff going on with Jack the Ripper. Just Case Closed or just anything like that, man.
Case Closed is awesome.
When my sister tried to put me on Shakugan no Shonaki or something like that, where no, not Shotgun no Shana. It's Hashire no Shonaki. I cannot remember how Indigo says that, but it's another one I started watching a little bit a while ago. It's like killing and death and all this other stuff and figuring out who did it.
I hope they didn't sound like
the
that.
Corporal. How do you pronounce this? Kakegurui.
Yeah, that's it. I do not know how to pronounce that.
Or something
yeah, that's how I would pronounce it. Yeah, Kakaguri. Yeah, that's it. You found it too. I found it too. The same when you found it. Yeah.
So Magnus Zero brought up a good thing. He said we grew up in the as the guinea pig for the gaming and anime being picked on and ridiculed for. Picked on and ridiculed for enjoying our hobbies. From the great words of Jigga, how did that? So hopefully y'all won't have to go. Hey, why is the screen so far away? I'm trying to read what he said. I'm gonna bring this screen closer. He said, "How did that? So hopefully y'all won't have to go through that or whatever." Yeah, I get what he's saying. We were the guinea pigs. Like we all got a little bit ridiculed and all this other stuff coming up. So yeah, we had to hop over the trenches so everybody can just walk over the bodies and go to the promised land.
So the thing about that though, I actually can't relate.
Hove did that. I'm sorry, man.
I actually can't relate to that. Honestly,
I never got picked on either. If that's what you're about to say.
Yeah, I didn't get ridiculed or anything, and maybe partly because I was on the sports team. Maybe I don't know, but
you people mess with you.
Really, I didn't get ridiculed for that. Like playing video games, like anybody who I knew, or all playing video games, whether it was Madden, 2K, GoldenEye, whatever, everybody who I knew was all playing games, and they were all like cool people. They weren't like it's like Poindexter nerdy dudes. They were all like cool dudes or whatever. So
that's the thing. That's the thing right there too. That's something you hit big just now, Corporal. With the stigma, I think it's more so than just people roasting you because you play the games. I think it's the stigma behind it. And a lot of people back then that were into video games and anime and all that were also socially awkward people too that didn't necessarily fit in. And especially in middle school, that's the time when everyone's going through their changes and people don't know themselves and they're just trying to fit in. So they pick on you because you're different. You're not like everybody else because you're walking around running like Naruto down the hallway, and you just constantly talking about Dragon Ball Z and you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh at the table. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're doing that and you're talking about, you know, Young Jeezy's new album coming out, you know what I'm saying, and you wearing the latest Jordans, they may not pick on you as much, you know what I'm saying? But if you got like the whole combo of like nerdism within you, then that might be when they might roast you. So you hit a good point with that.
Yeah, and see, I didn't have that whole combo of nerdism. I was like, you know, playing video games, playing Yu-Gi-Oh in the classroom, by the way, in front of the teacher, in the classroom, at the lunch table, but also like go outside, play football with the homies, play basketball, talk about sports or whatever. Like, so I was a mix of both. I never considered myself, even to this day, a quote unquote nerd. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, because I was like into sports, but also into video games and all that stuff, and like Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff like that, like Pokemon. So it was just like, it wasn't no thing to me. It was just like whatever, you know. So I don't know. I didn't have that full like nerdism or whatever.
I was never deep into Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day, but I remember girls talking. Like I would hang around those guys, watch them play Yu-Gi-Oh. I never like really got into it, but I remember girls saying, "Look at them over there playing with their little Yu-Gi-Oh cards."
They didn't say it like that, did they?
Look at them over there playing with their little Yu-Gi-Oh cards. You know, girls got to make things speak little. Like they got to be little. Playing with your little game.
I do that now. You be roasting me for that. I say everything.
That's so mean.
I don't know. It's a habit I have. I think it's a Southern thing.
That's a Southern thing. Gotta say little in front of to belittle it,
or just to do it. I don't know. I just
got
think
your little stream going on. Yeah, I'm not. I was gonna say another thing too when we were coming up. When I was coming up, like in my area, I never got picked on anything. So like in the country, things were so dull that when you brought up an anime or a video game, everybody was interested. So it wasn't really a thing at my place of getting picked on, but it was a thing of how cool do you look towards the girls. The girls were more so like, all right, you just want to play games all day. You ain't trying to be out here making no money and doing all this other stuff. So those were the ones that I was like kind of, looked on by. You just want to sit at home and play games all day. You ain't trying to do nothing. You ain't trying to go to no club. Like, oh my God. Why we got to spend money? Why can't we just chill out and do something else? Why we always got to go to the movies? But I never got picked on either too. Like Rodney was, Max Zero was saying in the chat, because I used to sell CDs, so I was cool with everybody. So I'm like, oh man, that's just super Jamal, what going on? Dapping me up selling CDs. Like, yeah, man, you seen that Yu what did it go? Yu hockey show last night? Yeah, I seen the hockey show.
Go ahead and watch a little Dragon Ball Zoo, CJ. It's the Z Dad, not Zoo.
Dragon Ball Zoo.
Your little Pokemans and your little Digimans, like Dad, come on.
Little Digimans.
Don't do that, man.
Your corporal was on the good side of the fence, man.
Yeah, Corporal had everything, man.
Nah, man, because he said that he did the sports and did the Yu-Gi-Oh and everything. I did everything that you said just now. I was outside. I was amongst the gangbangers, motherfucking
Dragon Ball Z.
Excuse my French.
Still laughing at that.
Soccer, skateboarding, BGD, D&D for all I can remember, man. The nerds, the smart kids. I was flipping. But when I was in middle school and high school, I had a speech impediment. And I don't know if that made things worse, but I believe honestly it did. But like I went through like 3 stages of stuttering. That had to be like some of the like worst times that I remember like in my fucking teen years, man.
Both of y'all ain't. It's this man sitting here reliving about his speech impediment, and y'all sitting here busting out laughing.
No, I'm laughing because I'm looking at Super trying to hold himself back. He's trying his best not to laugh. Bro. I'm like, this man Super about to cry laughing.
All right. I'm gonna let Tendo finish. I'm gonna tell you why I'm laughing at this. It's not for what you think, but go ahead.
I had to mute my mic, bro. I was laughing.
It's crazy. I used to sit down. I used to talk to people about this jump, man, from time to time. Dude. When that jump used to be horrible, fam. I used to draw in the back of the class, and everybody used to be like, you're cool with me because I hung with the jocks. I hung with the geeks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I went back and forth with everybody, bro. Like I would run down the halls screaming, doing the Naruto runs, flipping off the wall, and
For those that don't know what a Naruto run, that's when you put them arms behind the back.
I used to kill it, man. I felt like my fashion wasn't, too bad. You know, it's like my mom did what she could for me. Nautica, Adidas back in the day. That was me. I had the anime button-up shirts. I had the headbands. Man, I had all that.
Yo, them anime button-up shirts back in the day. Bro,
I used to get bullied at like a point in school too. And like,
I can't believe it.
I wasn't always the person I am today. I feel like that I'm the same person, but at the same time, like when I had that speech impediment and I was going to speech, even though I was doing football and I was out in the streets, you know what I'm saying, like the gang banging, blase, nothing. Shout out to my GDs, my people and everything, whatnot. I was always the outcast, man, because even though I was playing the game, people would come over to my crib to play the game because I had all the games when I got about 16, 17. I had every old console and every console of that time. When the new consoles came out, my mom made sure I had them. My grandma made sure that I had them, and I was always on them. It was a select group of people that felt like they could just pick on me, and I always kept to myself. But one day, someone that I was with, Furman Benjamin, one of my best friends to this day, is
Andre Benjamin.
Furman Benjamin.
Oh.
He's been with me since day one. That's my dude. A couple of dudes was getting at me, man, and so like he was there for me. We actually sat down and he helped me like with my speech impediment, and so I ended up you're doing music because for some reason when I rapped there was no stutter, but when I tried to speak to somebody it was the speedboat, or the damn talking. I couldn't catch my breath. I went through that and they were just horrible, man. But I started doing the music. The people that used to pick on me used to come to me, hey man, I heard your music. You think you can get me on the track? And I used to look at them with so much remorse and be like, nah, bro, just get away from me. You don't know how you made me feel, and
you can't say that in the hood, man. You got feelings? How dare you?
Nah, that's why I like my inner circle. Your Boogeyman, Drama, Mert, Spades, Gat and Gene, Drewski, all them boys, man. If I ain't said your name, you know what you mean to me, and you know the friendship that we got. But man, like without them ninjas, I probably wouldn't be who I am today. They gave me confidence. They said, Joe, man, if you like it and you love it, live it. And that's what I do, man. I love anime. I love video games. I love my kids and I love my family. I'm just a goofy ass dude that do stupid shit. And if you respect me for that, thank you. But you know what I'm saying?
I do.
I still don't like that little box of people that used to pick on me because recently one of them came to me and they were like, oh man, yeah, man, I heard the music, man, we got to get up. And I was like, you don't remember you used to pick on me back in the day? I was saying, because I confronted her. No, it was a girl.
Oh, man.
And she was like, no, I don't ever remember that. No, I said, Tino, we was always cool. I'm just sitting there and looking at her like, no.
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, shout out to Girls Lion. Drop bomb it up.
But though, man, it's cool, though. Your video games, anime. I feel like, big shout out to cartoons in general. It's just cartoons, man. I just love them, and yeah. Shout out to all y'all that whack as hell like they too. I'll message y'all like that.
Tino getting all sentimental and everything.
That's what's up, Tino, man. Thanks for sharing that, by the way. That's dope.
I tell LoXus why I was laughing earlier.
Talk to the people.
We were on a trip. It was me, Tendo, and my old lady. We was riding to Georgia or something like that, and we was talking about there was a video where this guy had the speech impediment. And
I don't even know what it is. I'm already laughing.
And he was like, sir, so why do you have so these problems? He was like, well, sometimes. And we was in the car and Tendo was looking at the video with like the sternest face. And I was like, man, I'm surprised you didn't giggle at it. He's like, man, that used to be me. And I said, what? I couldn't believe it. Tendo speaks so well now. I just can't imagine how you go from stutter to speaking like butter. Like, that's crazy. But I mean, yeah, it's all
good rhymes.
Oh, I ain't even trying to rhyme.
What else?
I usually tell people that do like have like sometimes they kind of stutter. Just stop, think about what you're gonna say, and then just say it slowly. Sometimes it's the speed, because in the country, I'm not even. First of all, this ain't even the true Super J. Back in the day, when I was just regular old Jamal, I would talk fast, very, very fast. When I went to college, I kid you not, none of my roommates could understand me. I'm trying to it was like everybody I know. It's like everybody's trying to race to get their words out, and everything is abbreviated. Like, yeah, man, I'm about to go outside. What you about to do? Like, what? Yeah, I'm about to go get some breakfast, man. I'm about to play his egos, and then after that, I'm going to make a sandwich on my head down the road. What you about to get into? Like,
you sound like June.
Oh no, June do be talking.
I'm about to be out, man. What you about to get into, man? I'm about to head back to the crib, and after that, I'm fucking chilling and play some video games, whatever. But yeah, man, what you about to get into? Sometimes when I talk to my homeboy Avante, his father, I go see him. I'll see him sometimes in Lynchburg, and he'll just be talking so fast. He'll be like, huh? What have you seen Puggy lately? Oh, yeah, I saw him the other day. Like, why did he say that? He said literally 20 things in one syllable. Like, just slow down. I don't understand it. That's crazy.
Slow down. No, that I used to stutter. I still stutter now sometimes, but it's usually whenever I'm trying to talk fast. I'm impatient, so which I've been working on my way. But I feel like if I talk too slow, people are gonna not care what I'm saying. I think subconsciously. So I think subconsciously I just talk faster so I can hurry up and get what I gotta say out the way. I think.
Yeah, another thing in the country too, other than the talking fast, they be yelling over each other. I used to hate that. Golly. Everybody don't need to speak at the same freaking time. But yeah, thank you for sharing that story with us, Tendo. I'm sorry you went through that.
Nah, man, it's cool, man. Listen, shout out to the big bros in the hood, man. They looked out for me.
Drop a bomb from the big bros in the hood, man. There's that moment of silence. Shoot, I used to have a little nerd circle back when I was in high school, man. I used to get picked on for stupid stuff. A lot of the kids that I went to school with, we carried on from elementary all the way to adulthood. I'm not adulthood, but high school. So they kind of knew of my past. But a lot of the other new kids saw me as somebody being cool. And they were like, you talking about Jamal? That guy used to wear those glasses. He used to have crossed eyes back in the day and all that. Man, forget about him. They're like, man, we just talking about, man, could we be selling CDs? Y'all tripping. Jamal, the truth. So they used to have people that, hold the past against me and people that didn't really know me that were cool with me. But yeah, those are the people that saw me before knew how much of a nerd I was. They were like, hey, he plays video games. The other people are like, nah, that's cool, man. He be playing the right stuff. And those the people that really, really see you for who you are the people that really don't grow up with you. You get what I'm saying? So somebody probably like James or Freddie down the street that knew you and was young, like, yeah, Tendo, man, trash. He did all this all your life versus somebody like LoXus that when you first meet you, like, oh, this dude cool or whatever. Like the person that you are now is what they see versus somebody growing up with you. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they're like, even the other day, I saw one of my old school classmates. Her name was Kiara, and I used to hate Kiara all the time. Like she put a roach in my Frosted Flakes when I was younger.
Oh no!
She used to always clown me for gaming and being nerdy and stuff like that. And I saw her the other day. She was like, "Hey, how you doing? I work here at McLeod. I see you having a baby. I hope you have a great time." It's I don't know. It's just so awkward. People used to roast me back in the day, and it's like, that we have an attention span lesser than that of a goldfish. Now you better speak fast. Oh, true that. True that.
When you see that chick, you gotta be like, hang on 1 second. I got here in the notes. That's right. It says right here, grade 5 roach in the Frosted Flakes. Fuck you.
Dude, I will never that. Like I was it was first grade. I'm a huge cereal fanatic. And those little containers with the white container with the lid have the type of whatever cereal is, whether it be Fruit Loops or Frosted Flakes.
Oh yeah.
I had my milk and everything, and I had no spoon. So I left and came back, and I noticed there was a little rip on the side of my thing. I'm like, what, how did that? I don't remember opening this. She said, "Yeah, roach crawled out." I said, "Huh?" She said, "Yeah, roach crawled out your cereal." I said, "Yo, for real?" And I'm sitting there just looking at it, and I'm like, I can't get another one, but I really want this. But I really, really hated roaches. And she knew that was my fear. And she just laughing at me, all the other girls. Producer, you don't want to eat a cereal. Go and open it. It might not be no more in there. We saw one crawl out. It's just Frosted Flakes from first grade to like 8th grade. Like, I'm not even joking. I was that paranoid from Frosted Flakes. Like, just looking at Frosted Flakes disgusted me. Now I'm murdering that thing every day.
They're great.
Jamal, don't worry. We're going to sanitize away the trauma right now.
Oh, yeah.
You're good now.
That just reminds me of how terrible kids are. Or how kids are more back then are now to this day still. Kids are terrible.
Yeah, it's like a lot of things. I ain't trying to say I carry weight on me, but when I saw her the other day I was like, I had some Frosted Flakes to throw at your punk ass. Yeah, no Frosted.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but yeah, some good topics, man. Good topics. Another thing I want to touch base on is CorporalPunishr. CorporalPunishr, man. We could come back to you, man, because you're the OG. Last time you were on the stream, I completely forgot to ask you a question. And it's about your stream, man. We want to ask you why you so awesome at Apex, and why whenever you stream it, it's the most hypest thing on Twitch, and nobody's watching. Why is that?
First off, I am not awesome at Apex.
Lies.
Second off, the hottest thing on Twitch. You're right. I wish.
The hottest,
dude. Like those moments. That's why I hate. That's why I hate Medium and stuff like that, man. Like, it'd be like. There's so many things going on at one time on the internet. Like we have this podcast now. There's like probably 50,000 other podcasts going on. But nobody sees when CorporalPunishr goes through that moment. He's like, what? Dude. Oh, the desk will shake or whatever.
The whole screen will go upside down.
Yo, you gotta see this.
I mean, people want to watch what's familiar or what's hot or who's the best. But they don't care about the little guy or the dude who's pretty good at Apex, who have like cool moments or a funny laugh, whatever. Like that time where I had a random person come by and like donate to me like a lot of stuff, right? The people who came in and were watching and they saw like my laughter and all that. There's a lot of people who like followed me just because of my laugh, right? Mm-hmm. So like, if you don't expand your horizon and like try to watch some of the small streamers and see who's up and coming, you're never gonna know like who's cool, who got good vibes and all that stuff. Like, but people just stick to what they know, man. They don't like check out like other people. So like, I do have like crazy moments in my streams and stuff, you know, or funny moments or moments where I'm like super laughing. That's why a lot of times, like in my stream, you may hear like you talking or LoXus talking or Tino talking or people in the background. So we carry on like different conversations, and sometimes we are cracking up laughing. So I like to capture every moment. I like to capture moments where I'm gaming moments where me laughing and all that stuff, or moments where we're talking, or moments where y'all reacting to me reacting to what's happening in the game. All that stuff to me is like funny. You know what I'm saying? It's hilarious. So it's like, but people don't really pay attention to like small streamers like that. Really, they just stick to what they know. You know, and that's what sucks about it.
Can I tell my favorite Corporal moment in the stream was when he banged on the desk, looked straight up and said, "Let's go!" Boy, what? I say, "Oh, dude." I think I was sending emails and I was working. And I turned over. I was like, "Well, that's a good kill." And that man said, "What? Yo, that woke me up." I should make that my phone alarm.
You stupid.
I mean, you should go ahead and send me that too. I want in on that.
Yeah, man.
Registers as an earthquake.
There's this earthquake. I feel bad for Corporal neighbors, man. Boy, they probably be getting the whole day.
Bro, I be asking about his neighbors all the time. If I yell like that, they would have kicked me out, bro.
Nobody.
The whole neighborhood's property value go down by $2,000.
Dude, I got the best ceiling and walls of all history, dog. Like nobody hears me. I know this for a fact because one, nobody's knocked on my door. No police has come to my door.
Probably scared of you. They see a big tall dude walking to the. Hey, mess with him.
A lot of times in my house, I play music at the highest volume, right? And it sounds loud in here. So you would think that there'd be a noise complaint, right? No. When I go outside,
they just leave.
When I go outside to take out the trash and close the door,
I literally hear nothing. I mean, I almost have literally hear nothing, but it's like silent. I got the best walls and ceiling ever, dude. Like,
That's walls.
Oh, this boy got that soundproof.
I got them thick walls, bro.
I've got walls of steel.
Walls of
Steel.
I have walls of steel. Looking himself. Oh man, it's been a great podcast night, man. We've been talking for almost 2 hours. Man.
I think it's been longer than that.
No, I'm
We be
looking at it
talking
right
like
now.
this
It's been
on
an
Discord
hour
all the time.
54 minutes on the
An
dot.
hour and 54.
Yeah, man.
You feel like we've been for like 3 days.
Thanks for having me on, man. Again, I appreciate it. I got to come back for the the repeat.
yeah, man. Appreciate
Yeah,
y'all.
let's not invite him ever again.
Take it.
Why you sound like the dudes in the back of the book? Yeah, we're not gonna invite him no more.
Because they used to pick on me every day. I know exactly how they sound.
We'll call you. We'll call you. Don't worry about it. Don't call us.
We'll call you.
We'll call you. We'll let you know when you come back.
Terrible.
Oh,
Terrible.
no. Oh, nah, man. I appreciate y'all boys, man. Thank y'all for making this a eventful night.
Goddamn, just don't invite like Ken.
Yeah, man. And always check your Frosted Flakes before you open that box.
Yeah,
Make sure
please
no
check your
roaches in there,
Frosted
man. You know,
Bruh, I had a roach just flop out of my box of cereal and land in that junk. And it hurt because I was like, when you just hungry, it's late at night. You don't give me a late night snack. Go ahead, open up my cabinet, give me a box of cereal. I mean, I was shaking it anyway, so I didn't know there's something in there. And I get my little, I get ready to shake my cereal out. Plunk, freaking roach flop down on that junk, bro. It was over with.
You know what's crazy? I actually did have a bowl full of bugs and cereal one time, and I still ate the cereal later because I bought a new box, which it didn't phase. This was when I was an adult. I was staying at my homeboy house. I think I went to a Walmart or Kroger or something, bought a box of Raisin Bran, went home, noticed the bowl tasted weird the first time I ate it. I was like, maybe my taste buds just off. Ate the bowl the second time. I was like, all right, this is strange. I dig and picked like big old dip and looked up, but it was these little brown bugs all in my cereal. I had a full bowl of them. It was probably it was several of them in there. Like when I poured it out, I counted at least 10 or 12 in that bowl. So that first bowl, I probably had like a full helping of nice bug protein. I threw the box away and then went and bought another thing of Raisin Bran from a different store. So it didn't phase me as an adult versus back in the day, which I didn't even see a roach in my cereal. It stopped me from like 7 years.
Wait, can we just reflect for a minute on how SJ that moment is? Like, bro, this Raisin Bran's hitting different.
Damn, man. There's some extra slime in here, bro. Like, what is that? It must be the filling, I guess.
Eats a down to box full of bugs. Like, gets the bugs. Like, well, I'm not gonna waste no raisins.
Well, I had one bowl, and I had one of them big old cartoon bowls. So I did get a nice. It probably was a bowl and a half worth.
I'm trying to figure out how you didn't notice that it was in the bowl of cereal. Like, did you not look at your food when you eat it? Was you like looking at TV and just like?
So this is when I was working at Wipro, and I would come home and play Gears and just be eating. I think I was so focused on the match, I was. This thing kind of weird. I ain't even care, boy.
Calling it right there. Here it is. He's like,
hey man,
there's bugs in here.
I bet you I was actually on the mic with him when he was doing that too.
But the bugs were the same color almost as the cereal. They were literally camouflaged. That's why I didn't notice it.
Because they were probably in there so long.
Dude, you probably bought a box of raisin bugs. That's probably what it said.
You know what I'm really mad about though? About that story? This man did not go and complain and do anything. He just went to a different store and bought the same brand of cereal. It's like, bro, what?
I didn't feel like raising hell.
This man did not complain, dog.
That was in Wipro. I think I was living in Clarkston and Lithonia.
Man, you could have played that so different if you did what he said. You could have taken images of it and like held them hostage and be like, for one lifetime supply of Raisin Bran, I could totally make this incident disappear for
Exactly.
I'm not one of those type of people. I probably should.
Man, boy.
Dude, I mean, you probably own like a third of the stock of Raisin Bran at this point. You probably like send it to you in the mail. Like you're 40% of our business, bro.
Raisin bugs, dog. I'm still tripping over that.
Dude, it's all the rage in India. Raisin bugs is all we can have.
What you about to say, Tindo?
A real quick question. It's not like game involved, but it is kind of game involved. Do any of you guys ever deal with your fantasy football leagues by any chance? I just want to ask this question.
Not us, Samurai.
Not you.
Nope.
Not you. Corporal. Not you.
You
Corporal?
don't deal with fantasy football?
You
I know
look
some
like the fantasy
some other
football
people in
league
our
guy.
Discord. They do. Like I
Nah.
think Kenneth and my brother.
Yeah, Kenneth, Rodney, Jose,
Rodney.
yeah,
I want to talk to them guys, ask them a little bit more about it.
George. Yeah, they all do that fantasy football stuff.
For those that want to join our Salt Gaming Discord, please ask. Just message or leave a message on the Salt Gaming business page,
Yeah, talk to him.
YouTube or Twitch. You can join our Salt Gaming Discord. We have chats and talk about everything in there. Join us for video games or whatever. If you ever want to chill with the crew, you got SG_LoXus, SG CorporalPunishr. You got Tendo Todoroki over there. And me, we always hanging out. Another huge shout out to Sonic Master. Sonic Master we could never really get together over the last week we were actually going to do episode 3.5, but we didn't get a chance to really do that. Shout out Sonic Master. He's actually on a military mission right now over there handling whatever he need to handle. But big shout out Sonic Master. Be sure to check him out once he's going live again, huh?
Don't drop the bomb.
Don't drop the bomb.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I won't. But yeah, also man, with that kid, man, like I think we were actually gonna come over Monday. I was gonna try to, man. Like my son has just been taking up all my energy. Like, dude, I don't even know what sleep is. I don't even know how I'm awake. I honestly don't. I think I probably slept a total of 6 hours over the past 2 or 3 days.
It sounds about right.
That
sounds about right.
You're not awake. You lapsed into sleep, and now you're on the
Maybe
right-hand
8
shoulder
hours
of
altogether.
I-95. This is all a dream.
Holy crap!
I think
God.
I passed out for like 2.5 hours more, and I woke up. My wife looking at me like, "How could you sleep knowing this baby's here? I know you need to be awake too." Like, I can't just stay awake all the time, honey. I'm so sorry.
There's no way you said it like that. There's no way you said that's definitely not how it went, bro. I swear that's not how I'm not even gonna let you lie on teacher like that.
You don't know what happens in that home.
I'm not gonna let you do that to her like that.
Bullying me, man.
I believe that, but like I don't think you responded like that though. I don't believe that. You know you capping.
You should be at home beating me up, son. Mentally beating me.
Hey,
I gotta suffer. You gotta suffer too. Yes, honey. I'll do whatever I can.
I told Super when that baby came, but I was like, bruh, forget about gaming, forget about sleep, all that. I told that man, bro.
The only reason I even have time to game is because I'm doing like job hunting and other business things and stuff on the computer. So when I'm at the computer, I game while I'm doing that. Other than that, when I'm away, I'm with the baby.
That's messed up.
Plus, I send emails too. So while I'm sending emails, I can game in between. But that's the only time I'm really on my computer.
Just
I'm
you
gonna
wait
tell you
until
that.
that baby starts playing Fortnite.
Oh God. So I already said I'm gonna introduce my kids slowly to like old age gaming up to new age, and not just have them play Fortnite all the daggone time.
So
Oh no, but Sega Genesis, he missing out.
Sega
yeah,
Genesis.
so like you said, the older kid was missing out. So will Tyrion be missing out?
Well, I think the difference is that Jamal said he's gonna like slowly introduce them to. So they're gonna play the newer age, but they're gonna get the experience the old stuff and then go up. Because Jamal already got like a bunch of old school games, and he got the new school games. So it's like, why not have your kid try it all so they can experience what you experienced, so that way they can relate to you. Y'all have something to talk about, and they can see the evolution. So now you can talk to your kid when they get old enough. When your kid get old enough, y'all can talk to each other about the evolution of gaming and have that bond.
You know,
No, that's cool. I'm just being a bum.
I did that with CJ. So
Nice.
One thing I can say though, she do be
Which one?
it is making me a better father.
CJ won.
It's making me a better father. I give her credit for that. I gotta say that. I'm gonna get my ass for later. But yeah, it's true though. It's making me a better father. All right, so let's have a gamer dad moment. I'm sorry,
here we
Roxy,
go.
gamer dad yet. This is actually one of the things I want to talk about.
I gotta go?
Gamer dad. No, you can stay. No, you're gonna be one soon.
He said so. Yeah.
Soon.
Like, wait, what?
Look at that man
What?
shirt with the NES controller with the hat with the waves under it, dog. I know.
What? He is a professor. So
Oh my
Professor,
god.
Professor Pimple Coochie Getter. But
Coochie Getter, hello.
being
Is that on YouTube?
being a dad and a dad and having children and trying to introduce them to gaming and stuff like that, and just maintaining that, it's like you want to take care of your kids and get them involved, but you want to be that inspiration and bring them in. And like now that I'm finally getting that passion, just looking at Tyrion, it's like, oh man, we're gonna have so much fun. Can't wait. It's gonna be great. Why you can't do that with y'all? Is that how you be feeling, Tendo?
No, I was copying you, my guy.
Oh, is that how you be feeling though?
No, that was the way you was.
Is that how you feel with Juice Man?
With the way I feel,
I know June probably gonna be like that too.
I don't know, man. With CJ, he'll be 15 this year. Listen, shout out to CJ. Not you, CJ, the other CJ. I know he was about to say something. We went through the Super Nintendo. He liked Mario. He enjoyed Mario. He liked Donkey Kong. We went through. What we went through? We went through the PlayStation. I had Fighting Force, Crash, I believe, something like that. He remembered all that. He liked it. He really enjoyed Double Dash, GameCube. He loved Double Dash, and something happened along the way. He started liking Fortnite, so I don't like him anymore. Like, I just saw him, to be honest. So,
he fell off.
He fell off.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
I was like, we was recently talking.
He gets
funny
that from his
enough.
mom.
Oh no. Funny enough, he asked me about Hearthstone recently because he wanted to jump on. I was like, you don't want to play this game. He said, but you play it all the time because I'm a loser. You don't need to get involved.
Wait a minute, hold up now. Wait.
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm.
So are you trying to call me a super loser, bro?
Yes.
I just called myself a loser. You two didn't have anything to do with this conversation.
But wait, your son said you play Hearthstone all the time, and you said because I'm a loser. Me and Super also play Hearthstone all the time, so that must mean that we're losers too.
That's what I heard. I heard him directly say you two are losers. That's exactly what I heard.
If you feel you're a loser,
This guy,
I
here
can't
we
stop
go.
you from feeling that way. I said I was a loser.
You're lucky I'm not over there. I will snatch that thing off your head, that mask off your face, and we gonna fight. God dang it!
So basically, what you're saying, what's gonna happen is that you're gonna form and recreate a scene out of one of your Tyler Perry movies. Is that what you're saying?
Oh my god, I hate you. I hate you. I hate you so much.
I love you too, fam. My
I'm gonna
nigga.
take that TV screen that's behind you with all that static and bust it over your head.
Oh no. Oh no.
I've been wanting to talk about that chair this whole time. I was like, bro, that chair got a TV screen on the back with the freaking static.
No, that's the green screen.
Is that what that is?
Wait, what?
No, like look behind, like look on the
That's
screen.
the green screen messing up.
That's no. That's the actual chair in real life. It's made of TV static. It's like the dopest thing.
Oh, what? That's sick.
That's his lean over something though.
Yeah, lean over, Tindo. That's the chair, though.
Wow.
Yeah, y'all didn't notice that this whole time?
No.
That's how it looks in real life. We got those chairs because they were made out of static. It was a static
Is
discount.
mine like that too? Oh, no.
No.
A static discount.
Really? Static discount. I love this guy, man. He be coming in with the hard jokes, boy. But no, I noticed that chair this whole time. Like, bro, is that a TV behind it? I'm like, what is that? I saw like static in there.
Corporal's go pick it up and throw it at you.
No, they were on discount because it was broken. They used to be stuck on channel 3. Now it's just static.
Oh my gosh! Shut up, Brian. What's that? How do you say on Magic School Bus? Carlos, Brian.
I'm on channel 4 myself, but you know.
Oh man, so that's another thing kids ain't got experience, man. It's flipping them channels and trying to get to 3. Putting the coaxial cable in the back of the daggone old fat TV, man, and smacking that thing.
Pulling the antenna up and moving it to the left, moving it to the right, trying to get the antenna right.
Memories, dog.
You know what I felt like I was a master of?
What?
Blowing those NES tapes.
Oh, you like blowing stuff?
I used to blow the brains out of those NES tapes.
Oh no! And then blow the. Oh no!
Oh.
I used to.
And you know it said on NES cartridges and stuff, do not blow.
It said that, but guess what? I did it anyway.
I almost died doing that one time. Bro, I ran out of breath trying to fix. What game was that? I think it was Castlevania 2. I don't know why the heck I was trying to get that fixed. I blew in that jump, man. I almost died, running out of breath, blowing in and out of that jump, trying to get it working.
I think I had licked one of my games back in the day, but that's just
boy said, I bet you want to lick a Nintendo Switch.
Nah, like I already seen the commercials. I won't do it.
My thing back in the day too, like it was so many magical ways you could get a game to work. Like for me, you know, the NES, and you put it in, you slam it down. I would try to put it in a little bit and slam it down so the cartridge would hit the front of it and slam into it, and that will work sometimes. It'd be just stupid stuff like that. I like PlayStation games, like when you put it in and like, it go to the menu screen, like this ain't working. All right, so you would like take like whatever. I wouldn't take like just a cotton shirt. I take like a jersey or some kind of weird metallic form and like spray some alcohol and rub it on. It just be stupid stuff, and then just get it. We're like, yeah, like. Kids ain't got to experience that.
Kids aren't going to have the struggle like we had.
They
the
ain't gonna
struggle.
have that struggle, man. That's crazy.
I think it goes every generation because if you go like 15 generations back, the Aztecs were sacrificing human hearts to the sun god. Same thing. Same thing.
Man. I remember, what was that junk called?
PS2, the thin ones. Talk about it.
The PS2.
You don't know? All right, boom. The thin PS2s. I used to spin the disc, close it, it would work. I don't know why.
Oh, you would start it up like
that's what you did. I was sacrificing human hearts. God damn it!
Oh my god! But
I saw that on Game Facts though.
I
saw that.
That works.
Brian.
On the Dreamcast, you
Shut
had
up, LoXus.
sometimes the disc wouldn't read. You had to take the cotton swab and rub the cotton swab on the lens with a little bit of alcohol, and then rub the other dry side on it just to get the lens to read. Oh my god!
Read it on the Game Facts.
The good stuff, man. Remember Xbox 360 red rings, man? Oh my god!
I ain't never experienced
Bro,
it.
don't get me
Get
started
Xbox.
on that. Bruh, I bought my first Xbox 360.
Talk to the
I
people.
bought it on eBay.
What else?
Literally the first day it got mailed to me, bro. I cut that bad boy on red ring immediately. I was
Day one?
heated day one.
Boy, you didn't
That's why I would never ever buy any electronics from eBay ever again. Ever.
Oh, you
Never.
got eBay. Got you.
Got
How
it
much
from
did you
eBay.
pay? That boy got a steal for it.
I feel like it was like $2 something.
Oh dang! Did you get a refund?
Heck yeah, I got a refund. Dude, he paid $100 for it to get fixed from because it didn't have a warranty anymore. So he paid $100 for me to get it fixed off of Microsoft.
Yo, so I didn't even know the Yellow Life of Death exists. I had a college homeboy named Shamari. He experienced the Yellow Light of Death, and he was asking me about it. He said, yo, like, what's going on with the yellow light? And I looked at it, and I was like, wait, is that like another version of Red Ring? And I said, I hope not. I Googled that thing. I was like, oh, no. PlayStation 3 got the same problems? Like, that's crazy. I think the yellow light is worse. Like, usually the Red Ring was either a power issue or some kind of like connectivity with the cord.
Yeah.
Maybe something in regards to like you probably have something in the USB slot that's plugged in that's bad, or a memory card.
It's like a warning light, basically,
And-
because I had a red ring when my TV was on top of my power cord before.
And some people will put towels on it and fix it or whatever. But the yellow light of death on a PlayStation, that thing is usually done. I think his one was done. I don't never know anybody's yellow light that got fixed. I mean, if it did, shout outs to you. But every yellow light I've seen, it was a done PlayStation 3. I'd rather encounter the Red Ring. Good Lord.
When you gave your friend the diagnosis, did you come in like a doctor and be like, you should probably sit down?
I just said, hey man, you just probably just keep Googling stuff. I'm catch you later.
Imagine a doctor who says that like when he knows you have cancer, like, I don't want to break it to him.
I don't want to break it to you. Just Google these symptoms right here. I'm gonna slide you this paper and you figure it out on your own. Yeah, ain't got nothing to do with me.
That's terrible.
Because my Xbox Red Ring one time, but it was because the socket I had it plugged into, so I just plugged in a different socket. Red Ring gone. But yeah, look, yo, like you was done. Same thing with what was that thing on not the GameCube. What was there was another old console.
GameCube was solid.
GameCube was solid. I never had nobody that had a trouble with the GameCube.
Dreamcast.
Dreamcast. So Dreamcast had an issue where you would turn it on and go ding. You see the Dreamcast dun 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 shoot dun 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 dun, and you like, what the hell's going on? It was three things. Either you had to do the little lens thing with the cotton swab. 2, your disc was bad. 3, you had to open
Human
your
heart
Dreamcast
sacrifices.
and fix a prong on there.
Oh.
You had to literally open up and fix a prong on there. They designed those consoles very poorly. And the 4th thing was either you had a chip or something that was burnt on it and it was non-recoverable. That junk was bad. Like, God, the Dreamcast was an awesome console, but God, it was designed poorly, Sega. Like, what the heck?
I never had no Dreamcast.
It was, oh my God. It was
Mine didn't do that. I never had that happen.
Dude, I'm not even joking. I've owned 4 Dreamcasts.
Dang. Yeah, they ain't never.
Only one of them working. And then they do. I take perfect care of my stuff. They just sit in one spot and don't move. They just die over time. Like the longer you play it, the less the lifespan is.
Have you been doing the Dreamcast dances, the dance ritual? How many human hearts have you sacrificed?
Brian, get out of here. Why are you doing this?
I might not.
Brian didn't sacrifice enough of them, honestly. GameFAQs said it. You had to sacrifice.
This console obviously was the Engage. Oh god. Do I even know what the Engage is?
Yeah.
It was
The
this,
Nokia Engage. It was a phone.
yeah, it was one of those old like first major handheld things that was supposed to be like different. I think it was a phone too, ain't it?
It was a phone. That's exactly what it was. It was a Nokia Engage. It was a mobile phone video game thing.
Didn't you own one, LoXus?
No, I wanted one bad. I didn't get to get one.
I kind of did one too. They had Final Fantasy Before Crisis on there, and I saw some gameplay of that later, and it looked like a horrible Game Boy Color game.
It was probably most games on that was pretpretty bad. They had Sonic on there. They had Kingdom Hearts on there. They had all kind of stuff.
I never knew about it.
Shoot, I need to bring my R-Zone in here. We play some R-Zone one day.
Uh-oh.
You even know what that is? Anybody know what R-Zone?
Nope.
It's made by Tiger Electronics. It's this thing you put this strap across your head, and it's this lens you put, and it's like these ugly pixelated games in like black and red. It was their counter to the Virtual Boy. Type in R-Zone, and you'll be like, Jamal, you're an idiot.
Has anybody in real life actually like seen or touched or actually like smelled a Virtual Boy?
I have one.
Reported. What?
Yeah, I have one.
I smell.
That's what I said earlier. You didn't hear? Yeah, I still got my Virtual
I thought you
Boy.
were joking.
No, I still own it.
They've all been like these mythical creatures.
The only thing bad about my Virtual Boy,
Is that
the longest time my cousin got mad because he was playing Tellur Boxer and they crushed his face and he got mad and he smacked my Virtual Boy and it broke my stand. So I've been without a Virtual Boy stand for how many years? So when I play it now, I either lean forward and have it all the way down on my lap, or I'm leaning back in my bed. This heavy thing just sitting on my face. I need to get a new stand, but I don't think you can find those anymore.
3D print them.
Super. Did the R-Zone come before or after Dragon Ball Z?
What?
After Dragon Ball Z was out forever.
Okay, you know I asked that, right? There's a big old scatter on your face, bro. It's a scatter.
Oh, yeah,
It's a scatter, bro. It's a scatter, bro. But Jamal trying to reach people's power levels.
And the game that came with mine was Batman and Robin. So I wasn't having any fun. My mama paid probably like $100 for that thing.
Dang.
It was the worst gift ever. Worse. It was worse than the Game Gear.
Dang.
And the Game Gear was alright.
The Game Gear was alright.
Yeah,
if you owned like 30% of Energizer, Game Gear was all right.
Yeah, and Game Gear took 6 batteries.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, 6 batteries. It took 6 batteries,
and
its lifespan was 3 hours.
Dang,
So
money on batteries, boy.
My mom was cussing me out because I kept robbing the remotes, and she knew it was me. She said, Jamal, if I look in that Game Gear and I see Duracell, because I know I bought you the the Energizer. If it ain't no Energizer in your Game Gear and it's Duracell, I'm beating you for every single battery in there. That's a minute of you getting your tail whooped. I would swap them batteries out so fast. The thing's back. One time she did call me, boy, with 6 Duracells in there, boy. She beat me for 6 minutes.
Dang.
She had enough energy to do that?
Huh?
She had enough energy to do that?
My mom was wild, dog. My mom was OG. But yeah, man, we could go ahead and call it quits here. Just a couple of shout outs at the end and closing for the podcast. Shout outs to Feeling the Flow Monday nights at Heroes Hideout. Because of COVID now, I don't know if Serenade is still going to be running Feeling the Flow. So please touch base to him. You can talk to him. Feeling the Flow on Facebook. Or you can just message us, let us know. We'll get in touch with Serenade and connect you with them. They still practice Smash Brothers and other games every Monday night. It's a nice training session for those that want to get into Smash. Or just come by and communicate, just hang out. Heroes Hideout is also located behind the Krispy Kreme here in Florence, West Palmetto. Huge shout out once again to CorporalPunishr for coming through. Please check his stream out. He plays Apex Legends, all this other stuff, Hearthstone. Playing a lot of 2K lately. You can see him get his tail beat at the last moment. Corporal No Basket. And be sure to check out SG LoXus, man. I know he got his crew watching. He plays a lot of good games. But been playing a whole lot of Pokemon United lately. Is it Pokemon Unite or Pokemon United?
It's United, but I want to say I play a lot of it, but yeah, I play it.
I thought it was Unite.
It's Unite.
You guys wrong.
Well, he plays that Splatoon, a whole lot of Smash, and he's We just got done playing Rivals earlier, man. It was pretty fun. I think you were kind of upset with me at the end.
No.
I don't know, man. You was like, I'm glad you had your moment. I was like,
I was happy for you. I was like, yeah, I'm glad you had your moment.
Like,
yeah.
Dang, I was all right. It was a close match though, man.
Yeah, it was a good match. Yeah.
It was a good. We should play on stream sometime. Like while we play the podcast.
Oh no.
Oh no,
You can't play and talk at the same time. Dude, you actually play better when you talk. I don't know if you realized that.
No,
Last time you beat my ass, you was talking and like you like was doing things that you normally don't do.
Maybe you were just like not on your game.
I was fully concentrated and you was just giving me the hands. You parried everything and you beat my tail.
To be fair though, I was actively playing during that time. I haven't really been playing as much.
I think you were tipsy too. You was drinking on your stream or something around that time.
I think I was drinking at night also. I think.
Yeah. So drunken LoXus is best LoXus. Better than Professor LoXus, to be honest.
That's what everyone's, even on Smash. I had a nasty Smash night one time. They was like, "Oh man, drunk LoXus is the best one."
And shout outs to SG Tendo. He still hasn't streamed yet. We've talked about that last stream and every stream. But shout out to him for not caring, but he's still here. And he ain't stuttering no more, so good stuff.
it's not that I'm lazy. I just have a strong urge not to do anything.
Really, this guy.
And he followed
Shout
that
out to
urge.
Jay.
When's the album coming out?
I don't know. Someday.
Oh, we supposed to do one more thing before we end the podcast too. We gotta
Don't
do
do
a quick freestyle.
Don't do it.
Oh shoot! We'll get Corporal in on it too.
Oh no!
Corporal
Hold on,
in
that.
Let me put my hat on backwards real quick. Hold
How we
on.
go, man?
I am not a freestyler, dog.
It's too late. Did you say freestyler?
Yeah, I did say freestyler.
Corporal, drop that beat, Corporal.
I'm trying to beat Corporal.
I redeemed the points. You gotta do it.
Really? Ain't no points redeemed. You talking
Redeemed
about?
the
Drop the beat, Corporal. Drop that beat, Corporal. The intro beat.
Corporal. Go ahead. Spit
The
something.
intro beat.
Go ahead, Corporal. Do it. Peer pressure.
Yeah,
boy,
the
peer
intro
pressure.
beat. Drop that intro beat.
Oh my god!
We got the
Nah,
SG
dog.
Punisher in the building.
Okay.
Got all the ladies out here in their feelings.
Okay. What else?
Coming through, you hurt. He the man with the healing. Because on Apex, he played a medic and have you squealing. Listen,
Okay.
Corporal Punisher come through, knock out your whole crew. You already
Okay.
know what it do. He the man in blue. Gonna
Okay.
take you out from 8 a.m. to 2, boy. He make
Okay. That's
crap
a long time.
yourself. Is that doo-doo? Listen,
That's
you
pretty
can't mess
nasty,
with Corporal Punisher on. He don't even lack. Because when he turn his stuff around, he'd be like, "Whoa, what can I can't even say." I was gonna say, we are back.
I knew because of your.
I was laughing too hard. Talk to him. Corporal, your turn, man. You got to get in on this. What you got?
Oh
Here
my
we go, Court. Give us
God.
the bars.
Ooh,
Let's
Ooh,
the
bars. He already
bars.
spitting bars.
What else?
Oh no!
And what else?
What else?
What else?
What else?
Oh my god! When I turn around, I say, "And we are back."
Okay. I'm back. I'm here. What's up? I'm here.
When I
I'm
open
here.
up the cards in Hearthstone,
Uh-huh.
it is my card packs.
Ooh. What else?
When kids be at school,
Mm-hmm.
they be getting their lunch sacks.
They do be getting their lunch tags. Them just be packed up. Them just be.
I got so much money, they call them racks.
Got racks on racks on
Did I tell you that before we stream? Jesus.
Oh my
Stacking them. Uh-huh.
god!
Mm.
Oh my god!
Nobody can follow that. That's
I'm
it.
so done with y'all.
Man, shut down the studio. Shit, I just end the stream here.
Flamethrower, bro.
LoXus, do you even have anything to follow up after that? Tinder? You got anything?
If Tendo go, then I'll go.
Really?
Damn, I gotta go. What was the last thing Corporal said, man?
He said racks.
He
Kids
said
and-
something that blew my ears.
He said rack,
He said the kids. He said kids lunch money and racks, basically.
racks. Okay, racks. I have no idea.
Okay.
When I feel hungry, I eat a snack.
Okay.
Just like the kids that he said at lunchtime, I keep that thing in my sack. Matter of fact, it's the pack because they try to run when they're all on track.
Oh.
But it's cool when I get that because when I catch them all like Pokemon, they get snatched.
Oh.
That's when the truth will unite.
Wait a minute.
I'm a lover. I do not fight.
Okay.
But if you ever want to come to me, I will treat you like a Christmas tree and your top will get light.
Ooh.
There's no litting. This is off the top. None of this is written. When I do this with my boys, we are all spitting.
Saliva straight out the gums, boy.
Straight out the gums.
Straight from talk to
Straight
them.
from the slums. They know we dumb.
Oh, dude.
You would think I was spring man because when I throw these hands, you get sprung. You'll get drained like a sink.
Okay.
You pull the thing out that stops the water.
Get that plumber.
Because when I put this in her, you will know that this is not your daughter. Or matter of fact, it is. I don't know, but either way, she will get these kids. I will get this thing from the tip, bring it to the bottom, and I will split her wig. Matter of fact, slide back on in, and I know that I'm back on track. Just like Jamal tried to do earlier. And we are back.
Oh my god! I hate
Oh my god!
Start the trend.
I'm gonna say that shit every time I stream.
And
we are.
Oh my god! No.
LoXus.
LoXus.
Oh god!
Grand finale.
Okay, check it.
DJ D-Ray.
I don't know if I can follow that, but y'all can follow me.
Ooh. Stay behind him. Party leader.
They called that girl Tails the way she chased me because she followed me.
Double. Ooh, Tails. Y'all don't know nothing about
He's
that. Like Sonic. Yeah, he's in the front.
He's on it. Blue ball.
Got it.
This Salt Gaming, and we salt slanging.
Oh yeah, all day. Got a whole box
In
of
the
it
classroom.
SDS delivery.
High cholesterol, corporal in the building, and we stay banging.
Gang.
Because
Bullets firing everywhere and your ears ringing.
Can't even hear
no
more.
calls.
And the bullets raining.
That's entertaining.
Did it? All right, check it. Last one. Last one. I'm trying to think of something.
I was already
My brain's dead.
Right there.
All right, check it.
He just looked up like, yo, that's
Check it.
That
I'm going blank
J5.
because I can't think of the next line.
can't even think straight. I was spitting too hard.
J5.
I look at your tape line and your tape line, and I'm trying to get on the next line.
Oh yeah, always ahead of us.
The lineup. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I get
Get on the next
Steve
line.
Harvey. Steve Harvey.
you. You gotta explain it, dog.
I'm done. That's it.
J5. I like that.
Yeah. For next stream, we'll be back, and actually be a little sooner because my homeboy SG Tim, aka Riverman. I want to try to say I'm gonna arrange for the next one to be on Sunday the 22nd. So for that one, we're gonna have SG Riverman and my older brother on here, and we're gonna have LoXus, hopefully, if he can join us again.
I'm on the same brother we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, that punk. Well, yeah, they're gonna introduce themselves. Riverman's gonna talk about his journey and game wise coming up with Salt Gaming, and we're gonna talk a whole lot more about music in regards to gaming music, how music is intertwined into like rap and just popular culture and stuff like that, and how video game stuff has been reflected into the type of music we hear today that people don't even know about. Do you know the song Money Cash Hoes? Did you know that when Swiss Beats made that beat was taken from Golden Axe?
I mean, a couple of sound effects, yeah.
Yeah, and he put it into the beat. Like the that's the thief when he takes the thing at the campfire. Yeah, we're gonna talk about stuff like that.
Most people these days don't even know that the Guile theme is real. It's the real American anthem.
It is the real American anthem.
Drake used Donkey Kong Country 2.
Say what now?
Drake used Donkey Kong Country 2 in one of those songs.
Which one was it? I can't remember.
Oh man.
I know what you're talking
about. Caught up in the 6 right now. Caught up in the 6.
You ought to have a Drake moment.
You remember that song? They go.
I know it's. I can't remember the name of the song, but I know you're talking about. I know you're talking about.
Right now. I can't curse, but because I can't say the whole line. But
why Drake be stealing everything, man? Drake used that. It was that from the we. Dum 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 dum.
He did that. Oh, you talking about used to call me on myself? Well, did he really get that on there?
He used that and something else.
Really?
No.
Ain't that when you need?
It's the same melody. So you know.
Ain't no when that hotline bling. Oh, I know with that chic down B.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop playing a Ouija. What was the other track too? It was another one.
No.
There's a lot of different songs we'll talk about. Yeah, but be sure to check that podcast out. We're gonna try to be here at CP time 8:00 Sunday.
Cisco.
Be sure to tune in, and huge shout out once again to 119 Studio, 119 Media. Be sure to like and subscribe to them on YouTube and Facebook. And I guess we're gonna call it here. So that's the song. Oh, Six God Drake. FCC said it in the chat.
Shout out to RDC World. I see y'all.
Who?
RDC boy.
Oh my God. But yeah, man.
RDC.
Peace out, y'all. Got to get back home to my son before my wife kills me. I don't want to die. I want to go back home and sleep in peace. But yeah, GG's, man. Thank y'all for coming out. Any last remarks, gentlemen, before we head out?
I'm out.
I hate you all.
Damn.
Wow.
Well, I'm just gonna say this just because I did it last time. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for joining us. It's been real. It's been fun.
It's Salt Gaming LLC.
Yeah, you go. Yeah. There you go, baby.